pretty good now. Y'all all right? Good to see everybody. Definitely, listen, it was so great to see everybody. My walk, but I'm offended. I did not realize how many members I got. I got more members in the back I got up here. I thought like it was a few of them. I said, well, move, I said probably 10 people back there. I said, what? Then they said, it's some more people outside. I said, outside? And I appreciate them pressing the way though. Definitely appreciate everybody. I told them to our harbor, and I told them, I confessed too when I was back down. I said, I'm a hypocrite. I said, I'm gonna run y'all down when I get up front. So I ain't got to repent no more. But nah, definitely it was definitely Baraka to see them and definitely appreciate them. And definitely hate seeing them sick, my babies and everybody, my young people. I appreciate them, but appreciate everybody pressing their way. I was gonna Mashiach the camera. Liz asked me I palau for. I ain't forget, sweetie. I'm a little old. I ain't forget Mashiach. Then for others that's at home, they're going through too. And I want our young people to know Yahuah do everything he said he gonna do. Everything he said he'll do it. We just gotta hold our ends. And sometimes we'll try to hold him to the end, but we haven't fully complied. And the goal is to make sure that we halakhin everything he done gave. And just trust, it gets dim, it gets scary. I ain't gonna lie to you, it gets scary. Because you're dealing with the unknown until you create the relationship. So when you first get, you're like, have any of y'all ever been on the first date before? For the female, let me ask you a question. I don't know, or even for the guy, have you been there? Because it's the first time, I don't know. So I'm learning you. Am I correct? I can't come in here and just go in it. I got to learn what's permissible, what's appropriate, how you act, what you eat, what you order. There's a lot of things I got to learn about. And as we become more comfortable, I become more relaxed with you. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Well, that's the same thing with him. The more you learn about him, the more you learn how the interaction takes place. The less you learn about him, and you really don't know. So I appreciate everything he do for us and what he give us. Even when you go through things and you suffer things, don't take it as a loss. Sometimes it's to get you to a point, sometimes of where he needs you at. And for us, unfortunately, giving up, like he come and give you, I'm gonna say, dang, he come and give you $1 million. What you learn? Yeah, I mean, that really wasn't teaching that. But if you go through a situation that pulls you out and strips you all the way down, it puts me to now, where do I lean to? Where do I look? Where my strength? Where my help? When Dawud would say he looked to the heart, the hill from which comes the help, what kind of situation he had to be in? He probably then, he was a malak. He had all the armies. Everything was working out for him. That problem he was looking and realized that would help him. Now he had to be going through and realize, I can't look to these people. I can't trust nothing. I tried it. I gotta look to a higher being. See, a lot of times people go quoting stuff. Oh, that's my script. Do you really understand what you're saying? And like the unit, when he was reading the Sefer, which is the scroll, the book, and when he was reading about the Nabi YashaYahu, he said he would lead us a sheep to the slaughter. And he said, do you even understand what you're reading? He realized. He had to confess. He said, how can I accept for each guy? Right. Somebody got to nakar me. That's right. He like, I don't know, I'm just reading words. He said, who is it talking about? The writer? Or the writer talking about somebody else? He said, he started right there where he was at. And he got through the man and said, what's hindering me from being immersed? Right. Now, had the Alah Ha not come, you're reading the right book, you're coming from the right place from Jerusalem, but you still didn't get no understanding. Some people keep thinking, oh, if I go back over there, you wouldn't be no better off than you are right here. Because if the law, now listen, why was he condemning the people after he brought my Mizraim? Because they still had the works of Mizraim in their heart. Right. See, people keep thinking, if I move, I get some, if you don't get right here. YashaYahu told us in the 9th chapter book of YashaYahu, he said that the Shana, that Uzziyahu, they called Uzziah. He said, that's when I seen Yahushua. He said, that's when I seen Yahuwah. He said he was high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. You know, he said that he saw Yahuwah come. He said one of the seraphim came and took a live coal from the altar and got ready to touch it up. Before he touched it up, you know what he confessed? He said, I dwell among unclean people, clean. You know what I'm saying? He said, an unclean thing. He said, if you could just pick me up right now by the Spirit, if you could move me from here and put me in a Kodash place. He didn't do that. When he touched their lip, he said, man, your katar been purged. Yahuwah looked at, if I move you, where the light gonna be at? Right. Out of your own mouth, you just said the people wasn't right. So if I move you out, how they gonna get right? Right? But if I clean you up right here, that puts an example for somebody else. See, sometimes we mum and grandma complaining, you don't know why he put you there. I put you to shine. You looking at what you want to do. That's right. Your shine don't get him no caboose. That's right. But if I was in a better place, if I could do more, he said, that's your mind. You'll do more for you. You'll do nothing for me. I put you where you can manifest for me. Why y'all think he put me around y'all crazy people? That's right. Y'all know all this sense I got. They don't make no sense. I'm like, yo, so I ain't supposed to be him. I was stolen from my people, but look at what he told me where he wasn't supposed to be. What would have happened with those two in prison? All that he went through, that wasn't for him. One of the men that came down, Yahuah said, I got something I got to redeem. I ain't set you up for your caboose, I set you up for mine. But a lot of times we keep looking at for us. A lot of things I want for myself. I'm a man. There's a lot of things you want. But you have to always consider if it's in your will. And a lot of times we don't know how to balance to where if he say no, why? Is it because he hate me, he don't like me, he don't want to have it? No, because I made you for my caboose. So when it's for my caboose, I got somebody else looking. You worry about other people looking to make you shine. That don't put no light out for me. He need to shine. Y'all got it? So when you start to understand it, then life isn't so complex as you make it. We keep thinking things are fit. If I had this, I could do this. When I get there, I could do this. He said, all you're going to do is get out the way. You're going to get out the way. Don't make your servitude toward him for things. Make your servitude toward him for salvation, but understand that entails him being manifest. What do you do that make manifest for him? Tell me what you do. We make Zamar. A lot of us do. And in making Zamar, of course you want things to be put out and radiated, but this is the problem with Zamar, and that's all it's included. When we put out and we do things, we look for that to be the shine. He said, that's fine. Now let the people see you halal. Now how they gonna see me halal? They need to see me in a new truck. They need to see me in a Mercedes. They need to see it. No, they need to see you going through and you still standing. Now you see, now your Zamar was in vain. Because you can't take it, you can't stand it. You can let them see you take some correct. They're thinking, that's all right, he took that. So that you don't realize that's how he do. He'll put you out, let people see you, but now I really want to see them when I stricken you. Now when I stricken you and people see you still stand, say, you know, I know you weren't murmuring and grumbling. I saw how you took that. Who you think that for? That's a much more lasting effect than what we get up here and we perform. This is come and go. Listen, you'll jump around with the next song, you jump to the next one. It's like years ago, we had the Capona set. You could stack records up like this and put that little arm on there. Man, that thing dropped. When that need to pick up, that one drop. Man, you got to move on from that song. The next one done drop. That's how it works. And he's looking at, but when you allow him to use you in situation, now people get to see you. He said that leave a long lasting impression. A lot of y'all done seen me go through stuff. I have put out a lot of doctrinal teachings. But I think where the real effect come in, people have watched me have to take correction, make changes from language, from conversation, from the way I did. I remember she said, I remember one day she said, Pete, you don't really change. She said, it's just like a different you. But that's what people got to see. People got to see the real effect is how you react, how you act when the word is demonstrated. Because this is fine in this room. I don't live in this room. I live outside this room. And that's when people get to see you. Y'all got it? And a lot of time in our mind, we look at, I could be used over him. That's you talking. He got somebody, it might be one, look at Yosef. Think about this. Everything he went through, from his father getting him a coat, many color, it made his brother become envious. From now, it moved on to, he became a person of color move. He had dreams. And all he did was told people about his dreams. And every dream, it angered everybody he heard. It angered his brother. Even his father said, do you say me and your mother and our king, we gonna bow down and worship you? He said, that's what I saw in my dream. Everything he saw, it came to a point of him, when his told his father, his Abba told him, said, go see how your ox and them do. They had gone to check on the sheep. And we went, they had already conspired. He not ruling over us. Not happening. They said, he come, we killing him. His other said, we can't do it. We can't. That's how angry they became. They looked at, wait, man, I don't care about no brother. He down when he come here. I'm telling him to kill him. He not ruling over me. That all came, and he came there, had no idea. They conspired, and they said, no, that's not doing it. Let's just put him in a hole. That man was sitting in a hole. What are you thinking? Who's going to redeem me? Who going to get me back up? And how did I go from a dream is reverbing Turn your mic off, mute. Thank you. I do. So when he had to sit there and that whole, just consider what he had to think in his mind. Man, this gonna work out for my good. Oh, I could see me working. I'm a seed in the ground, finna come up and grow. No, he looking at, man, all that was in vain. Everything I saw. There's no way. I'm sitting here, and then when he get pulled out, he got sold and sent away from his own people. And there he came, and he got a little position, and he started to work to get up on his feet. And as soon as he can get his footing, here come a lady saying, I want to lay with you. He said, I can't do that. He said, I serve somebody. He said, the man I serve, your husband, your issue. He said, listen, your issue. He said, this man don't even know nothing he got. He put all that under my hand. He said, even to the food on his table. That's how much company he got in me. He said, now if I go and do something like this, he said, I can't do it. She said, if you don't, I'm going to lie and say you did it. And she screamed. He heard the first scream. I know he no doubt like her thinking, man, I ain't did nothing. If I run, I'm going to look guilty. But the second time when she screamed, he ran for his life. He said, man, them people going to come, they going to blame me for this, and ran. You know how that look? You look guilty. You know how they say, if you ain't do nothing, what you run for? That landed him in prison. And then he got to think about this. That dream I had hadn't did nothing but cause me problems. It ain't did nothing but cause, man, probably wish the day you ever dreamed. Probably didn't hardly want to even go to sleep. And then he got two other people coming. Guess what they want to tell you first they do? Man, I had a dream. Must have been Martin Luther King. They walked up there. He told them, hey, I'm the guy. I'm the house man in the prison. What's your name? I'm Joseph. My name's Martin. He said, Martin? I had a dream. When they told him about the dream and what he told him, he interpreted for him. He told the one that the chief baker who saw the basket on his head and the birds come down and they sent it down and eat out of it. He said, well, he gonna take you back out of here, but he gonna take your head off your shoulder. The next one, the chief, the king, the Malak cupbearer came and told him about his column move. He told him, he said, he gonna restore you back to your position. He said, when he do, remember me. He said, remember me when you get back. And he got out of there. You know that man did just like the rest of them. Man, look, see, man, as soon as I get out, he got, man, party, come on, party. He's like, man, I'm doing my thing. But then the Malak had a trouble one night. He couldn't sleep. And he had a column move. And when the Pharaoh had a column move, and he called all his magicians, everybody could interpret, and nobody could interpret it. And the cupbearer thought about it. I remember that guy when I was locked up. When we were locked up, he was the house man down there. He told him about it. He said the man interpreted a column mood I had, and he had to interpret one of the chief baker. He said when he told the chief baker here, he said it was just like he told him. When he told me mine, he restored me back to my position. He told him, go and fetch him out. He cleaned himself up and came out and he told Pharaoh what his dream was. When Pharaoh heard it, he looked at it and told him, he said, seeing that nobody could interpret, seeing nobody could tell me whatever can go, and seeing the Ruach Elohim in you, he said, who more fitness set over this thing and run over to make sure my people don't wind up falling down the moot. And now he got himself established. See, think about it. When he saw he was going to rule over his king, you think he saw it was going to take him to go throw in the hole, go get a job, put in prison, pulled out of prison, and you become a ruler in a whole nother country? And then a famine come in the country where your family went, and that's how they come to you? So you just got to be quiet and be careful. You don't know how Yahuah you think for a vessel. See, you can't see like Elohim see. You see like man see. You see a straight way like coming out of Mizraim. That was a shorter way. He said, but you'd have fainted. He'd have fainted, he'd have put him up. When he looked at what all he had to go through to hold that position, I got to hold on to mine. See, a lot of times, folks, I went through a lot to get that position. That's why I ain't easy to let it go. If I'd have just got the short, quick way, sure I'd have fainted along the way. He said, let me take you the long way all the way around so you can see the suffering that come with it. And that's what he learned. It's suffering that come with it. He a man with a pity to people. When he look at the people, he see the people down, he'd have had pity. He look at, I myself been in that position. See, a lot of time what y'all do, and this, when I say y'all, everybody, we tend to, you get stuck in your own way. You don't see. You got to trust him enough to let you lead you. Let me borrow you for a second. Close your eyes. I'll lead you. What you thinking about? You hear what he said? He said, that's the truth. You know what he told me? He said, I hope I don't run into a pew. Y'all know why he said that? Because he couldn't see. But he should have trusted me to know I'd lead him. Why would I? I took him close. I wouldn't let you fall. And what you said, John, that's how we serve him. I'm going to let you lead me, but I hope I don't fall. And that's a problem. Because now, why would I take why would I take somebody out hard and I take him to fall? You know what the book said? Now unto him that is able. Man, had you hit that pew, I'd have caught you, man, to heal you up. Now that's just me, a natural man. Surely you can trust him. That's true. See, a lot of times you don't realize, and he did what we do. If I can't see it, I got to question it. If I can't see it, I got doubts. But why would I take you to fall? He got close, but I wouldn't let you fall. See, that's the kind of confidence, but what he said, John just testified to all of us. I'm going to do it, but I hope it works. I hope nothing don't happen. He said, why would I take you and I let you sit here and let you fall? I'm talking about from Yahuah and not from me. See, and think about it. Then you want to know where the Ra Shyth died, why stuff ain't working out, because you don't trust them. Then I add these people to come. Everything now is dependent on them. Because he told you, I got Amanah. That's why I'm here and I have them to come. Y'all got it? I palau the palau of Amanah. They had to confess it. If they ain't confess it and they don't know money, then ain't no healing in it. They could have went on to the doctor, who still ain't helped them. Y'all got it? Yes, it was need for now that we started. I don't want people going and say, preacher, teacher, get hospital. Hey, I don't teach again, because there's a time when it's definitely needed. But you also got to understand when he's now looking for us to say, when are we going to trust him? We haven't. How many of y'all haven't fully trusted him? That's a confession itself. Because we tend to trust what we can see and what we know. What we know works for other people. Don't y'all know this man works? We just got to be able to say, listen, you think he don't know them bills coming. He don't know what, he don't know. He just know that the first is what, 6 more days or so from him. And he know, that's when thank y'all for reminding me. Y'all don't think he know when the first is? When the 15th and the 5th is? That man know everything. But you know, but the confession got to be, you don't know him. That's been the problem. That's why it ain't worked out, because you don't know him. It ain't because he don't know. It's because you don't know him. And now when we start to get the understand, which is the banal, you can't do it unless you get the understanding. Right. So when we get the banal, the understanding, which gives us the ability, it's so more comprehensive when we understand. It's not just understand what's understand, to understand. That's fine. You just shorten the word by taking out the suffix, the last part of it. But it's the ability to do. I can't do nothing without the ability. And that's what we need. But in order to get it, you got to go through something. Y'all got it?
Yes, sir.
It's like when a man walking, he lifting. People see folks on that lifting 400 pounds. He didn't start off there. He might have started with a plate, might have started with 30 pounds. I remember when I first went back in the gym, I was 37. I was working out. I wanted some bigger dumbbells. I said, because I'm a grown man. Man, I had to work out with 30. Man, that thing, because I was seeing the other guy, I wanted what they had. I had 30-pound dumbbells. I did, and I didn't say nothing about it, but I was hurt, because that's why I had to start at. I didn't want to start. I want to start heavier than that, because I wanted to be like, people could see me. I said, these 30-pound dumbbells. Then I got the 40s, and I got the 50s, then 60, I moved up. I still want more, and I finally got that I could get the 100-pound dumbbell. And you get the move, you forget where you started at. You take off your car, but looking at everybody else, and I want to be in that group or better. And you don't realize, them people didn't start right now. You seen people going, you said, man, them people be going. And you didn't realize you had to start somewhere. I remember when I started on that, they had an incline, decline bench. So your body is going down, like my head down, feet up, and your leg, like you had to come up, and there was a ball they were throwing. And they had 10 pounds. I want that ball, that bigger ball, that 18 pound. I couldn't start, I had to start with a smaller ball. I had to work with that ball to work my way up to the 18-pound ball. Man, I got where I was going. I had just remember we to go down. Man, listen, when I get that ball, I do that thing. Them folks stop and start looking. I throw it, I come down, I throw that ball. By the time he get it, I'm throwing it straight, but they were looking. I had to work. I got so comfortable one time, I had my legs behind now. So my legs be holding, I come up to, throwing that ball going. After I'm getting good, I unhook one of my legs. I said, boom, I come up. My stupid self moved that other leg. Man, you gonna I just slid. Listen, I just slid my leg. And you know, I realized, boy, that was just the dumbest you could be. But you know, he let me see. You done got yourself too far though. And that we'll do sometimes. You know what happens? You forget where you come from. And that's what Yahuah do to us sometimes. He take her down because you forget where you come from. Or sometimes he let you know why I make you wait, because you get too high. And now the while you start to show yourself out, and that wasn't the purpose of it. That's right. And that's what happened to him. Everything happens for a reason. Stop thinking things that there are no phenomenons, okay? They all happen for a reason. He doesn't, but you have to have clarity of the understanding about him. That comes in with knowing him. That gives you the ability to create the relationship. Okay, you can't. Most people have what is it? I'm trying to look at the word when people kind of make up. They kind of make up the relationship. What is the word I'm looking? Fabricate it. They fabricate the relationship. That's not what we're trying to do. We want to make it sure that it's real, and we want to establish it according to their mind. Okay? Yes, sir. So I appreciate it. Having said that, I'm going to shut the camera for those that are sick, out of town, wherever. I'm going to shut for that, and we're going to trust Yahuah to do what he said he's going to do. And I'm going to go down, and we're going to palau for you. And if you need to confess, now watch this. Pay attention, because somebody's going to kick on that mic. I know they're going to do it. They ain't sick. You said confess. And I'm telling you another thing that hurts you. Not being able to follow direction properly. And I get angry with y'all for that. You know why? He killed people for that. He killed them for that. And they'll think I be true. I put some, y'all do that. I said, okay. You do know this stuff will get you words of death. I tell you, I said, you have to be. Why y'all think he said we have to get them more? Because sometimes what'll happen when y'all get orders on, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Y'all stop doing that, don't do that. Or pay attention, don't do that. They'll go do. I said, okay. I said, this stuff, he kill people for this stuff. And y'all will think it's okay. Like y'all will keep, mama and grandma. Who your mama and grandma be again? He got a whole book of people he killed. So it gets scary because it's like, that's scary because y'all don't know who you fighting against. You're not fighting against me. This ain't my words. Even Yahuah when he came, he said the words, he said, these not my words. They were talking about, I'll kill you for that. These not my words. You're going to kill the person. Listen. Biden sends out somebody to represent him called the Secretary of State. Okay, that guy goes out and he sat down and he tell you something. He said, well, the United States is our position on that matter. You said, look, I don't care what your matter. I'm telling you now, I'll kill you right now. When that man go back and tell Biden, you just put your hand in Biden's face. Biden's gonna send military over there. I'm telling you, you're gonna say, well, you all your folks, because that man is representing Joe, everything he came and told you, those are not his words. Those words came straight from Joe Biden. And what he said is the position. The United States is prepared to send troops. We'll send ground troop, warplanes. We're not moving. This is our position. Well, do what you got to do, nigga. I ain't scared of y'all. I tell you what, what's that boy, Iraq? Saddam Hussein. He didn't ever talk to George Bush. He talked to the Secretary of State. He talked to the representative that tried to tell him, and he wouldn't listen. He didn't do nothing wrong because they actually invaded him on their own property. I'm just giving you to understand what the United States told him what the position was. He thought that he could get by, and he thought he didn't have to acknowledge it, and he learned those words that came from the Secretary of State that were relaying the message to him were the exact words out of George Bush's mouth. And when everybody asked him about it, he told you, he said, no, he tried to kill my dad. That they told him. He said he tried to kill my dad. And that was his position on it. So you have to be real careful when you fight the spokesman. I'm basically just like the Secretary of State. I'm just an ambassador. Right. These ain't my words. These Yahuah words. Just like telling you to come and anoint you and pray for you and confess. Those not my words. He just want to hear. That would be a dumb position. These are his words. He said, I will heal based upon disagreement. Outside this agreement, I will not work. Now, you have to have the confidence in him. You got to live a life and wait for him to move according to his will. But you put him in a position where he look at, since he can't lie and he can't fail, he can't do nothing but what he said. Right. And then you got to have the mindset just like, then sometimes he might say, I might leave in that position just so somebody can see and see, you know what, you still sick and I'm still trusting him. That's what he was trying to do with EU. What the people kept trying to get EU to do? Why they trying to get him to curse him and die? Because he wasn't getting no better. I ain't gonna tell no lie. He wasn't getting no better every day. He would look like, man, if I was you, I'd let it go. I've been with you. Where you at right now? You in a hospice. I wouldn't even pray about it. You might well just let it all go. But look how Yahuah restored him. Look how Yahuah set him up and gave him double everything. But could he seen that when he lost everything? When he was losing? His wife was talking. See, you be talking. That's why a lot of stuff don't work out for y'all. You run your mouth because you don't know. Won't you wait to see the end? He told you better the end of a thing than the beginning. Was that a good thing when EU found his start when he lost his cattle, when his house burnt, when his house, that's the beginning. What happened at the end? Better the end of a thing than the beginning. They see you going through. Man, I'm just at the beginning. They're trying to figure out what? You need to see me when he get through. That's right. That's what EU said. He said when he finished, I'm going to come forth like gold. That's right. But you don't wait because you got your, healing should be here in 3 seconds. Won't you just be quiet and wait on him? He going to do what he said if you do what you're supposed to do. That's right. Problem is, now you got it. Well, I don't know what he waiting on. Now you don't went into doubt. Now you start moving to disbelief. Now you say what he can't do. He said, I can do it. You the one fail. Charge him and hold him to his word. See, when you hold him to his word, that's it. Y'all got it. Hold him to his word and watch him work. Don't try to sit here and don't believe and tell him to work. That's stupid. Learn how to wait on him. And then EU told you how, then Yahuah told you how to do it, and be of good courage. Don't just be of good courage. That's what he told. He said, no, you want to be of good courage. I know he coming. I got Nakum. I got good courage in him. Y'all hear me? Y'all see me like, y'all say I be down sometimes like had a whole, yes I do. So I gotta have good courage. That's how I know he deliver. That's how it works. See, a lot of stuff you do, it don't work because you doubting, you ain't good courage, then something happen. This us. How many times have you doubted and you didn't believe and things wind up working themselves out? They never worked themselves out. They worked out the way he ordained it to be. Then you come back and you do the same thing every time. Don't you think he's tired of you? You know what you're saying? I'm so tired of going through. He said, and I'm so tired of you going through too, because you're getting on my nerve. God, I keep having to show you the same elementary stuff. It always work out the way it was supposed to work out. But we being who we are, every situation you pull a baby. You can't pull a baby every time. You gotta do like Santa did today. She supposed to have one Friday, got pregnant Friday, had a day. Sometimes you just gotta wait. Then she told me I'll back down. She said, why you doubt me, preacher? It's still Sunday. She said, Sunday coming. She said, that's a Sabbath for the Christian. She said, you looking at his Sabbath, it's other Sabbath. I said, Santa, you tied my hand on that one. That's what I told him. And that right, them the exact words. And that's what she said. No, but we're gonna get ready. We're gonna go down. All of day we're gonna go down and we're gonna face toward the Kadim, the east, and we're gonna palau for everybody and we're gonna palau for the sick, okay? Although there's an Abel. If you ain't got no flow, just stand up on the cloud. Kodash Shabba, separated. Father, we say how do unto you, which is thanks for all you done and you render. We allow that you would look down from Shamayim, which are the heights expansion where you dwell, that you would acknowledge us for acknowledging you, who is Al Shaddai, the most powerful, who is Abir, who is strong. Baraka, us, through Yahushua HaMashiach, which is your salvation, the anointed one, for whom all things exist, for whom are all things are by, for whom all things are made for. Hadu, thanks. We allow that you would acknowledge those that are not here in this Malcolm place, but those that are dispersed and scattered abroad, those that seek you for healing, for restoration, those that will confess their kataim unto you in every Malcolm, including here, that you will stretch forth your yard, which is your hand, whereby you work, that you will touch individually yet collectively, that you will restore, that the manifestation of you and Yahushua HaMashiach might be made yada, which is known unto all unashamed, all men. Touch the laws of our young people before it's long too late, everlasting. Without you, we are nothing. We call upon your Shem, which is called upon your name, for no other redeemer, no other healer, no other strength, no other provider, no other shelter, no other battle axe that we can know, but you, Yahuwah Elohim, the supreme ruler who exists and whom all things exist by. We allow that you will blot out the kataim, the sin, all that have confessed unto you, that have acknowledged you in their behavior, in their transformation, that seek you and your malkuth in your empire where you dwell, that we might be with you alarm and alarm. Restore us, that we will confess, not only to those that yada you, which know you, but to those that do not know you. Not only to be manifested in the or in the light, but most of all in the kashak, where men and women can see you, where the which is the eye, can take appearance, can take on the knowledge, which is the da'ath, that you are Yahuah Elohim Al Shaddai, who is a beer, but rocking the shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, to your kabod, your glory, and your kabod, your honor, in the shem of Yahushua HaMashiach. Let us all say, Amen. Yeah. Won't he do it? All right. Liz, you got anything? If y'all hadn't committed or done anything, I want you to confess that, which one of that lands beside you? Jeff, that land. Man, you done got big. I said, who on the other side of him, Jeff? Look at me. Me, you enjoyed the song? No, we're talking about the song, Meeks. The song. Did you enjoy the song? Mm-hmm. So we're gonna look at Humpback. Humpback would go out there so we can see the cloud. No, we mess with him. But who we got? Who want Liz? You got anything? If you hadn't committed in the Qatar, we want y'all to confess that Yahuah is the ben, that Yahushua is the ben of Yahuah. Go ahead, sweetie.
What I had said, when I look back, think back, I just can't remember in what order it was. So perhaps that I learned, I'd like to ask you to forgive me, and also my behavior, because in the incident I've been promising, please forgive me for that. And also, my asked me to do something. I wouldn't do it right. It was my intent to do it, but I didn't do it right away. But when I think back, I didn't do it basically. She ended up beating me to it and doing it. Sorry. And when I thought of it and meditate, and I didn't right all I took up in my life. I want to do right, but not only in my actions, but in my heart. You know? In my heart as well. And another thing, my husband and I was in an agreement, and I responded in a way that was not good. I immediately apologized, but I'd like to apologize to Ms. Haya also. And if there's anything that I've done, else that I have done, please forgive me. I asked you something at work, and I said it was for my parents, but I just mentioned one of them. So in case that is the factor, forgive me also. Okay? Just forgive me. I just want to be right and not only in my actions, but in my heart. Mm-hmm. In my heart. Okay? I have you all. Forgive me. Mr. Yahuah, for your instruction. That's it.
Okay. Appreciate it, sweetie. Anybody else sick that need to confess? Okay.
I do.
Hold on. Who is that? Who is that?
Hi.
Oh, how you doing, Robin? Is that Robin?
Hi.
Hey, sweetie. First time I'm seeing you. How you doing, sweetie?
Yeah.
How you find her?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Well, I'm John's wife, John the one.
Oh, hey,
I've
sweetie.
always been here, but I haven't.
We ain't see you now. Okay, good to see you, Robin. Yeah, we
Hello.
see John always laying back in that recliner.
Yeah.
Hey, sweetie. How you doing? I see the kids. How y'all doing, sweetie? Good to see y'all. Go ahead, sweetie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I want to confess to Yahuah and Yahushua HaMashiach. I've lied. I've stolen. I've committed fornication. And I haven't honored my husband like I should. So I want to confess those things in other Rosher ways as well, Rosher thoughts. And I want to change and be different and do better.
Appreciate you, sweetie. Definitely appreciate that. Definitely. And that go a long ways right now. Ain't that right? We appreciate you. Appreciate everybody too here. All of y'all appreciate. I see you, John. You sitting forward. Where to recline at? You to be laid back. Ain't that right? Like Snoop Dogg said, drink it just laid back. That's all right. But appreciate you always be there. There's a lot where woman not at. There's a lot of them missing up there. The woman not in. Who is that? Alma? Is Alma up there? Some of them don't be on who? Isaiah, yeah, Isaiah, where Isaiah at? Oh yeah. We appreciate them. For the record, Isaiah, we got that money. We should be having a picture by Thursday. Yeah, we got. I said, if not, we got to give her a little gut punch. We got some soup. We got a little drink gonna make her with a little laxative in it. We might have many of them. Oh, okay. See me. Yeah, let's have somebody else. Hey, sweetie. Hey, that Malcolm. That Malcolm. I know Malcolm. Malcolm, you look different with them glasses on. How you doing, sweetie? Mm-hmm.
And now my first Yahuwah is the thing of Yahuwah.
Yeah, Yahushua is the son of Yahuwah.
It's the being.
Mm-hmm. It's the being. We appreciate it. Okay, sweetie. Appreciate young people too. All right, Katie, doing all right. All right, don't forget when the Shabbat over, we gotta get right back to that money.
I asked you to start your video.
What that? Arnell, go ahead, Arnell. Arnell, you look different right now. Look at that. All right, now, Arnell, we see.
I look like I did in high school. I won't change.
That's all right.
I like to confess that Yahushua HaMashiach is who we say he is. That's what I believe in. And honestly, I was trying to avoid lusting. I ended up lusting after something, so I was trying to avoid that too. I think that's pretty much it. Like, those things, everything else I actually confessed yesterday.
Okay. Definitely appreciate you, yeah. Appreciate you hanging in there, Arnell.
Yes, sir.
Been a great father. We appreciate it too. Arnell wanted him to mess around. He finna do it. He ain't gonna be playing around, taking no months and weeks, and that's a good sign right there. Appreciate it too. Everybody, we all growing and everybody learning together. And I got a heart for all of y'all. Whether you've been immersed, and I appreciate any man, any woman got a mind to hold on to Elohim word. And people don't mind, because you start somewhere to get him. A lot of times, some of us, when we transition, we forget about where we come from. I remember the first time I came to the place where I went to the first time, people want to feel welcome. People want to feel a part. I remember one time a lady came to me. I had been there probably about I think it was a guy, I think. I'd been there probably about a year or so, a guy, a year and a half too. He came up, he shook my hand. He said, I said, brother Smith. I said, brother Smith. He said, yeah. He said, I just shut them bar for a second. He looked at me. He said, I didn't even feel it. I ain't figure you ain't be here that long. I was like, what kind of stuff would that to come and say to somebody? But they didn't care what came out their mouth. They were horrible people like that. They were horrible people. And listen, oh boy, I helped a lot of them out too. Had me in the right place to help them out. They had folk right now. Folk when they say nothing to them, they were untouchable. Man, they would say stuff to folk, man, ooh, they were some terrible people, man. You get them, you testify, and them folks tell you, sound and shut up. Sit down, shut up. It'll be a visiting preacher. You know, somebody come there and visit. I remember one time a guy came to visit us, and he was from a holiness church we heard of before. And there was a big movement out there. We had a meeting. He came, he got up, and he stood up. He said, I feel at home being here. And he said, you know what I'm saying? I feel it, you know what I'm saying? And the word testified like that. And he went, and he said, you know, the folk class side, bishop got him preached. He said, I wouldn't go nowhere with no short sleeve shirt, get up running my mouth. I said, listen, you know how they had embarrassed that man? I mean, they were just cruel people. I got with them. I got with them later. All I had to do was get some scrimp. Isn't that right? Like them 30 pounds. Once I got them 100-pound weight, I let Bishop know. I said, we're going to have a meeting after this one. Isn't that right? I just had to get past them 30-pound dumbbell. And I got past them. There was a lot of them. Deep, man, you couldn't do nothing. Woo. Woo, they were so nasty. Ooh, and the chairman digging, she's so nasty. Man, and folk was scared of her. She told me something one day, she wanted to borrow herself. She said, sometimes she said, you just like my child. I pull her straight on back there. Let me get you straight right now. I said, ain't your child. Oh, I got her. Oh, yeah, I got her. My paddle was some kind of nervous. He was just sitting there nervous. And he got me, he said, bro, he said, you can't address everything. I'm trying to, I said, well, why not? I like, these people cruel. These people say stuff to people and nobody stop them. Oh my goodness. He sent me to tell that deacon something. Man, I used to do the radio broadcast. He wanted to change the tape. The tapes, we were using 120-minute tape. So he said, you could record 2 sermons on both sides. So we found them tapes would break, do the 60 minutes, let him do. He was talking, he had something, went there and tell him. I said, Pastor Brian wanted to. He said, Brian need to come see me. I stood out again. I let him finish. He finished talking to them guy. I stood there. Listen, smoke was just going. I just waited. I said, could I talk to you for a minute? He said, yeah. We went in the room. We went back to that room. I said, don't you never. I said, I started to get you right there where you was at. I said, don't you ever do that again. He said, man, I appreciate you talking to me. He said, I did. Oh, my pedal. I said, this man was going to do that. He said it. I'm like, he tried to tell me, you can't address. I said, he can't talk like that. That man he can't do that. You sent me to do something. They were so scared. Man, they let them folk talk. Oh my goodness. One time I had went out of town. I was in Jacksonville. We had moved we had another deacon. We had to set them up. And I was on the finance. And something happened. And one of the deacons, he done testified. He done told my pastor, sister, pastor, and other preacher. He done let them have. He put them in a meeting, told them. He said, and you better not get up and use no pulpit on me either. He said, because I'm a man. Listen, I was in Jacksonville. One of the sisters done called me. Said, Minister Smith, said, it's a mess. Said, man, he done got up and done told that man. I said, what happened? That night they preached, he sat on the front row. Just looking at him. So that was a Sunday. I ain't get back. So we had service that Thursday night. I pulled all the deacons in the finance room. I said, not one of y'all better not ever step up in my face and tell me nothing. I said, not one of y'all. Oh, I let them have it. They went and told the pastor. He met with me. You shouldn't have said something. I'm defending y'all. I'm like, the man done cut you that, the folks done seen this. I had to break off and leave them. They were scared of these folks. I said, you gotta initiate your authority. There's some stuff you can't stay. You tell, I can't use, you gotta go. You can't stay here? What am I gonna do with a member gonna stay here and tell me I can't, oh my mouth, I can't say nothing? Come on. These guys be running their mouth on TV. I said, man, you done lost authority. And them, listen, them women, when I cut them deacon, I got the chairman of the deacon board. I got him real good. They were scared. They tried to make me move out of parking space. I got him real good. You know, them women, listen, I was outside, women, listen, them guys white came out, come on, they said, we appreciate you. Just went on the, folks hug, listen, shook my, hug, listen, hug me, said, we appreciate it, walked out. I said, these people been serving in fear? Y'all let these members serve in fear? Folks hated me for what I did. I stood on the door. Like, them folks had no business serving in no fear for no foolishness like that. You can't have no stuff like that. People got that. That's what the man said he came to deliver from, that we can serve without fear. Them guys run their mouth. cut down everything out there. That's why I get y'all in here. Only because I watch them guys here. They run their mouth. They not running them churches. I know for a fact they ain't run them. Them deacon run them. Can't do nothing. Put a pew down. The deacon made them pull it up. If I put something, anybody gonna make me pull up nothing. That's retarded. Why would I put it there for them to tell me to pull it up? The bishop of the whole assembly, all the churches, them deacons told them, yeah, that pew gonna have to come up. Yeah, listen, he had to bring some brothers in there, unhook that pew and move it. And they get up and run their mouth on ready to talk, run their mouth. They know I know it better. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. What's somebody gonna make me pull us? Oh, you out your man? That's crazy. But that because they don't understand authority. And this the dangerous part about it. He let those people sit in a position where you put them people in a position, that's your soul. That man told you even when it came to the Ra Shyth, he said, all they bid you to do, you're supposed to do it. He said, I'm going to address him, but he told you to do something. You're supposed to do it. You just don't do after they works. That's all. They don't say let the folk get away. That's their soul. They don't realize I was saving their soul. I pray for them. They'll live. A lot of folks think it wasn't about combating. I'm trying to look at, you're in a dangerous state. You can't be saying, and not one of them will tell you I mistreated him either. Not one of my career would say he was funny acting with me, he was nasty. Listen, when I address them, and that's what folks couldn't figure out, I just keep moving. It didn't bother me because I know what I said, I'm done. Only way you gotta do is cross me again, we'll come back. Other than that, man, I moved. I knew they were trying to figure me out. I was like, I don't know why. I'm done. I addressed it. What am I sitting around for? I done addressed it. What am I still dealing with it for? Move on. If it's a problem, you got it. It wouldn't been a problem, you wouldn't cross the line. If my pastor got me, it's a stuff I ain't like. I guarantee they sit around and look at them. That's stupid. If you commit your soul onto somebody, why I can't take the correction too? Don't make no sense. I felt I didn't like it, like you don't like it, but what am I there for? Only when I ain't get hurt, my feelings ain't getting crossed, I came to be saved. That's right. So if I came to be saved, I got to go with the entirety. Nothing don't feel good. Like I said, it don't feel good for the moment, but I came to be saved. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's why I said, man, people cut from a different cloth now. But I appreciate we're going to try to move on, y'all. I done talked enough. I got them sick folk. I want to get them well as quick as possible. It was quick as Yahuah see fit. But I appreciate them for pressing and having enough confidence and know. And they know I harbor them too. I miss them. I didn't know it, but that many of them, though. Some of them I started asking what their name was. I ain't seen them in so long. And Daniel, I want to apologize for Bryce. We tried to raise him better. And he told, did y'all see him come in? He told Danielle. When I asked folks if they were too sick to get out the car, he told her to stick her head out the car and we're going to use a bat on her. No, we're not going to hit these sweet members around her. I know she better shaking her head. She said, I'm sure she's saying she got a bat for you too. And I appreciate all y'all though. And the Ghanaian members, where the Ghanaian members at? Y'all got to do a whole lot. None of them. Stephen, yeah, they're going to do better. We ain't done with that. We ain't done yet. They're going to have to do better too. I'm going to take y'all out that thread.
Please.
Oh, I'm not messing around everybody. Listen, I'm from Atlanta, let me tell y'all, Atlanta get it to work or y'all right here. Ain't no passing for nobody. I meant that. I mean that for every one of y'all. Ain't listen, I oversee for people's soul. I'm for your soul. Every one of y'all, them too. They judge every one of my members. Out of town members, nothing about pull that stuff. Everybody the same member. Whether you here or not, I don't take in and say, well, you a Sean. Where's Sean? He ain't up there either. Y'all got to do better. I'm going to start scratching y'all off them books now. When I start taking y'all out there, when I start snatching y'all out them threads, I'm going to start scratching y'all off them books. I'm going to say, you got to show up. It's required to appear at least thrice in the live. We got 3 times a week. I mean, that's for your soul. Let me tell you what happened. In order for all of us to stay unified, we need to know the same thing. We need to know, and it's a sacrifice. This what folks, this ain't for, I got something else I could be doing. Man, I told you I'm finna lay back down 30 minutes. I started, he said, man, that just moved that thing back. He said, man, this ain't for your, I was so tired. I tried to get out, and them be the worst. Man, I slept so good. I said, maybe I need to move the time back. Man, I said, man, you better get your behind out of here. Because you want me to know, it ain't for your convenience. Who's serving in their convenience? Man, I serve at the pleasure of. Now, if you're going to serve on convenience, you ain't going to make it here. Not with the way, you ain't going to make it with Yahuah. What separates you if it's at your convenience? Like them people in there, them folks be at home laying down. It's a pressing way. I told him I used to go get her 89. That woman went back then, she was about 89. Man, I used to go get her mother dirty, she about that tall. I know y'all heard me say it before. She about that tall. The old lady taught me a lot. And then she had some steps. They them same steps that boy ran, he jumped and climbed. Let me see, how tall you are? Let me see about that. Yeah, he was about Lee's size. Oh, slim guy, he done stole. They caught him out there stealing. And they came, who said they looking at the trigger. So I'm proud of they call me out. One of them new brothers went out here too with him. So dude stand here. So, you know, we all trying to stand around and like, you know, trying to just stand back there waiting. One of these, he told himself. He said, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go up front and wait on the police. Y'all brother wait right here. Dude stand like, he said, man, I can't go to jail. Man, I can't go to jail. I said, oh yeah, I see what that gun right here. So we had a shark digging over there too. I said, I know what he finna do. He finna hit him and try to run. He still here. Man, I tell you, I can't go to jail, man. So I'm just waiting. That dude said, he did that number. Listen, that ain't lying. That joke said, he did that number and step. I said, got him. Listen, that nigga left me so far. Listen, man, it like I was doing it number. Listen, the more I run, the farther he get. Man, by the time I got the mother dirty step, it probably like 12 steps, 9 concrete steps. When I got upstairs, he cleared them steps, threw her yard out a gate, and he was down the street hanging a right. I turned around, I walked back there. I said, what y'all doing? They said, you said you had him. I said, that's not literal. So the brother came back, he walked back around there, he said, what happened? I said, he took out running, he got away. He said, I was in the front, waiting on the police. He said, I prayed, I said, Lord, what would you have me to do? He said, so he gone, the will of the Lord. This other brother, he said, don't y'all ever come get me out of service again to pray for nobody. Get away, he walked off. But I would go get that old lady, so I would tell her I would do Sunday school, I'd be reading for Sunday school. As soon as they get through, it clap. I go down there and go get her. I leave out the back door, go meet her. I come down there to get her. The step was old. It had a pipe. It didn't have a rail in the wall. It had that old, they had to take that pipe they had in the wall. She be holding that pipe like that. Come on. I said, Mother Darling, I said, what you doing? She looked at me, she said, what? I said, you know I'm coming down to get you. She said, baby, I can't wait on you. She said, that's a pressing way. I helped on her steps, she good going, she went her walking. She had a tooth, she walking. I watched her move that. She said, don't you move that rock. I was like, okay. She said, son, you got to press your way. She said, don't you let nobody stop you. She said, include me and keep moving. She tell me the same speech every time. I never argue with her, I just keep going. She always would tell me things, just sit down and talk. 89, she be pressing. She press her way, keep going. Mine was sharp, she tell me, she said, I can't wait on you. She said, baby, you can't wait on nobody. And I never knew it just instilled something in me. That's why I told y'all, I don't have time to mess around, I be pressing. That lady put something in me to just let me remember. She always did tell me to. She said, including me. She said, baby, they will stop it, they will hold you up. She said, don't you let nobody stop you. That stayed with me. Them folk got jealous, got mad, they ahead of me. It don't look right, the brother going down there getting the mother. The sister need to go. I said, I can't win. I was just, they hated it because she was talk so highly of me. And they knew her, they knew her since before they were born, when they were baby, growing up, and here it was, I just took it upon to help out. One day I was cutting the grass at the church. I started helping a brother, he was by himself, and I seen her yard back there. I just went down there and cut it for her. She came on the porch, said and she talked to me. I just started cutting your grass. It was another brother, he was down, and I put the lawnmower back in the car, I go cut their grass too. They come outside here, why they come out down? They said, Brother Smith, you want some water? I said, no ma'am, I'll be charging you. You not charging me you getting no water. I said, yes I am, I just keep cutting it, keep going. They try to pay me, I said, no. I said, no, I ain't charging you nothing. She gave y'all remember she gave y'all $20 one time. I know that well, talk to your mama. Talk to your mama. Like she said, these folks are getting in your way. Y'all need to talk to your mama. That's all. I know she gave you $20. Talk to your mama. You might do like my mom put in that titty bank. You ain't never get, once you go in that titty bank, you lost that money. That money get wired to some of them stores. But taught me a lot. She taught me a lot about helping and doing stuff. Them folk got in the way, mad about it. I couldn't cut grass. No, I came a preacher. So I got my preacher, I go out there, I was still cutting the grass. Them folk had them, deacons had a meeting. I got called to a meeting. They said, yeah, we had a meeting. I tried to figure out, okay, what do you mean about it? Yeah, you can't cut grass no more. I said, like, what? Don't want you, my paddy wound up throwing out there on one day. He said, because he had got a radio broadcast, and they told him, said, the radio station said they had a plot of land they want to get the grass cut. They said that grass that get cut, so we'll give you another slot for radio station. So he had met with the deacon and told them, don't worry about it, Tad. Don't worry about it. Come on, Cat, come this way right here, the board up here. Who winning? Yeah. Come on, Crip, and tell another member about going up here. See, we can't have no bullying. That's bullying. That's bullying. We just talked about bullying. We're going to have a no bullying sign out here, 200 y'all. Like Prince will be bullying y'all. We're going to stop. Come on, Prince, get one too. Come on, Prince, you be bullying member. All right, let's do that. Let them just, do she be bullying y'all? Prince, Prince, that's 2 hours for fighting back too. Y'all see that? So, but they were saying, you know, the deacons had met. They said, well, we already got a lot on us, and he said, a lot on y'all. He said, what y'all do? He said, y'all don't cut no grass. He said, Brother Swift cut that grass. He cut that grass. So they had a meeting. They said, that's it, no more. They said, no more. They said, no, we don't want you touching nothing. Don't cut nothing. So I had to let that go. I said, well, I just keep cutting there. Them folks just kept on fighting me. They were the worried people I ever seen. Because they hated. I ain't want nothing. I charged nobody nothing. I just looked at, these people needed their help. They couldn't do it. Nobody else wasn't doing it. I did like Mushaw. I looked one way or another. Nobody was cutting it. So I cut it. Them joker was word, come to find out when I was down there, the lady was loaded. She was loaded. Loaded. She sat me down, she told me one time, she said, you see that house? She said, I built that myself. She said, I had the man to frame it up. She said, I put the sheetrock and everything in the room, in her dress. She did all that herself. Oh, she said, ain't too much I can't do. She said, I own that house. I own that right. Listen, she tried to buy me a truck one time. She said, what I told her? I told her no. Man, them folk had a fit. I told my pay, he told her why listen, them folk had a meeting. They said, no. They said, no, you can't go pick her up no more. Man, them folks chased me out all kinds of stuff. They tried their best. Cause they were just terrible people. Cause they did stuff cause they wanted stuff. I didn't know nothing about what the woman had. And couldn't I use it? I needed all she had, and I still need to rob somebody else. But I looked at I did it because I was just trying to help. And Yahuah came back here and gave me more than she would have ever gave me. That's why I fought no rabbi stuff, because I did, man, I was honest. I didn't ever do nothing for nobody to give me nothing. I wouldn't even take water from them. I told her, I said, no, I'll be charged. Them, man, that lady, they were good friends, her and the other person I cut. Man, they would sit down and talk. Then they get through, they made me sit down and listen to them talk. I'm like, I need to go and do my own. I said, because they were old, they want to talk. They would just tell me things, just discuss stuff with me. Just tell me about stuff. And you make sure you watch yourself, young man, and doing stuff. And it stuck in me, you know what I'm saying? It put stuff in me to consider. And when I became a preacher, I looked at, I'm going to still keep cutting it. I said, I wasn't going to stop. I said, position didn't change it. I looked at, and I felt like that had played a major part in allowing me to be as successful as I have been as a pastor, because I never looked at being a pastor took me away from the obligation to look at. I just did it because of my law. If I couldn't do it because I was a preacher, then to me it wasn't authentic, because I did it because they needed it. It was just about helping folks, Man, I had this old raggedy car. Man, that thing that smoked so bad. When that gas fume come out the back of it, and man, they used to let me have. They said, man, you smell that? They said, man, they said, man, park that thing across the street. Man, them few, man, killing us. Nobody don't say that no more. They don't talk about my car no more, but say, that's nice right there. But I humbled myself. I wasn't doing it, but I had to put that lawnmower in that car. In the trunk of that car, I put it in there and tie that trunk down. I go to cutting them folks around. Them folks get up in the morning. They come out there, I be already out there cutting. She'll come out there and she'll just sit on the porch, just wait till I get through. And then I tell you, I had that weed eater, she tell me, she's like, she tried to tell me, get back out of there. I dropped that weed in now. I done hit the flower. I look up, mother, she do listen, I try to see how close I can get. When I look up, I see her saying, get out that flower bed. Went too far, but she know I was honest. I learned that, I learned then when I had that word, when I drop that thing in there, it'll hit anybody. I hit you, listen, this word will hit you for I hit flowers and weed. Isn't that right? I learned it like that weed. I dropped that thing in there. It'll hit so fast by the time I look up, man, you be hit. But I know when I did, I was honest. And I say that to say the thing, when I preach, I'm honest. I have a different type of way I go about doing things. And sometimes even for me to figure, but I try to look at what's effective and try to get the message across at the end of the day. And then I had to learn it well. Criticizing is one thing hard people to take. See where you can come in, you can help too. Because if you can criticize, you can't help, then it's really not authentic. Anybody can criticize, let it cost you something when you do it. Then you know the type of care or what it takes to be able to do it. When it don't cost you nothing, you can be reckless because there's nothing in it. You see, but when it costs you something, you say, well, look at me, look how I can do this and how I also come in and how I can help it. You see what I'm saying? To keep criticizing and it don't help nothing, then it ain't doing it. And that's what Yahuah do. People don't know that about him. He criticizes with correction. If you listen well enough, what he's telling you the fault is, all you gotta do is stop doing it. You ain't gonna believe it. Then we ain't got nothing to talk about. Make sense? Yes, but if you keep talking and ain't getting it, then you're not helping. That makes sense? Yes, yeah, I would like to enroll in one of them schools where I can help me be a better pastor. So y'all just kind of bear with me till I get there, till I get my funds up. Y'all right, give me that see, they give one of them student loans. I'm gonna run off. All right, let's see how they work out. Romans 15:4. Y'all know we got to have a base. Romans 15:4. Listen.
For whatever Nikatab before.
Does not, listen, that's everything. Whatever was written before.
Nikatab to Lamadus.
It was written to teach us, to show us, and to do what?
Instruct us.
Instruct us. Teach us, show us, and instruct us so that.
Through endurance.
That's the only reason why. That's right. I got to show you how to see. You just can't endure on your own. Got to show you how to endure. Isn't that right? Got to even show you how to take instruction. And sometimes in showing it, I had to take instruction. People might not believe it. I had to take correction. Y'all think it's easy? I had to take correction. But I learned to take it patiently, though. I don't let me quit. I just had to realize it's a reason why. Man, I had to live there for them 2 days. I did a lot of considering, a lot of conversating and considering. And I told her, I said, I want to be better. And had things gone a different way, I might not never consider. I might have felt like I've already peaked. I'm as good as I could be. And being as good as I can be ain't for me. It's so you all and myself inclusive, but you guys are primary, making sure all of us get it. The gist of what it is he's trying to get us across. Because when we start to go through things and we challenge with things, it's easy to allow the situations to outweigh the benefits. Y'all got it? It's a benefit. That's why I need all of us to learn. We need me to learn. There's a benefit when things happen. But if you just look at the situation and not consider, it's something about me that he needs to get across or get me to see or get me to transform out of. It's one thing to like come and take, like people say, you know, the Lord came one day. I hear people say that, and I always say, I ain't gonna be saved. So one day, the Lord just came, took cigarettes right away from me. I just said, the Lord came and took cigarettes. Said, man, one day, I woke up, said, Lord, you ever heard people say, and it used to be like, he just came and took that from you. I'm looking literally, the Lord came and said, let me get them cigarettes, you know, in a sense. So it made it seem like, how's he gonna come into me and just take some cigarette or take some alcohol? One day he just came, just took the taste of beer out my mouth. You thinking, he took the taste out your mouth? People just lie. And they don't say things correctly where versus there was a conviction that came. There became a situation that aroused. These were things I struggled with. And through those things and him allowing the situation to happen, it allowed me to separate myself from or no longer indulge myself into. They couldn't explain things in a way. Maybe some could have been honest, but I think most people just say things of what they heard versus really being honest. That's why I really try to be honest when I explain things to y'all to say, because people need it as plain as it can get. And amazing, it go with the book in Kabakoo, right? The Kazum, make it plain. It need to be plain, but people making it where it's just like, it's no way I can get that man to just come in my house and take this stuff. Because I looked at, I still struggle with the desires of it even after quitting. And these people's testimony was, listen, from that day forward, they never had a taste. I'm thinking, how am I gonna get there? How am I gonna get to where I ain't gonna never have to, you know how long it done took me to get to where I'll never have a taste of beer? I'm still working on it. Kind of like deep. Now, brother, because you set yourself up to the appetite of before. You got what I'm saying? Just like I ate barbecue rib pork. He said pork good. I ain't gonna say I'm done. I'm finna go get me some baby back ribs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's there. It's just I've grown to. I've separated from long enough. That's not a longing for, or it still pulls on me. So the longer you can stay separated and keep your mind condensed and keep it encircled about, like we're talking about fasting, the more it gives you the probability of not going back. The longer you keep playing with it and stay around, you still leave yourself to be susceptible to. Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. So these are things these are things we're learning to become better. So understanding how the Dabar works and the method that's used, he said, with it, it's only valid and it's only valuable if it's being shown, if it's being instructed, if it's being directed. You can't just take it and just see it and read it for what it is. It has to be shown, it has to be instructed, and it has to be directed. That's the only way, because you need it's a compass. Just like I told you, it's a compass. It's a compass. That's the only way they knew what to do. Okay, let's see. So we'll see how that work out since I said that, okay? And so that through patience, going through without quitting, and through the comfort of
the Ketubim
of the writings,
we might have tikva.
Accord. People, and Alah Ha Dabarym 1 right quick and 7. Excuse me, y'all. Alah Ha, they call it Deuteronomy. Also, Chris, I seen you up there. Alah Ha. I appreciate him hanging in there too. Always good when you see young people. Because a whole lot you could be doing on a Saturday in California. I got to keep you. Boy, LeBron James done got you one of them nice little alligator-style pocketbook hanging down, one of them with a dog head on the side of it. That's all the athletes now. Unfortunately, it ain't just him. It's all on. That's a style. Then you got sons. That's, you know, that's your thing. And for young men, but that shows you the detriment of not having a compass in the house when he grew up, not having his father down. Yeah, because he had a father down there, would have went for no stuff like that. But see, people don't look at the detriment, why it's so important for us to have these fathers in the home and for you to be that moral compass, to be that director toward the family, so they'll know in which way they were supposed to go. Let's see what he told them right quick, 1 and 6. Make it 1 and 6, 1 and 5, and we'll get to 7. Listen.
Across the Yarden,
across the Yarden,
in the Arasa Moab,
in the Arasa Moab, in the land of the fathers,
Moshe undertook to expound this Torah, saying.
Then what he did, he expounded and took this Torah, saying, which y'all hear, don't forget, direction and instruction. That's what it is, right? Law, stat, and it's direct. The Torah, remember, it's direction and it's law. And this is what he took on to say. What did he say?
Yahuah, our all, spoke to us at Horeb, saying.
And Horeb saying.
You have stayed long enough at this har.
You have stayed long enough. Now remember, the word, what they call Deuteronomy, Alah Ha Dabarym, it's the terminology is these are the words. That's why he said he said. That's why you need to know what book names mean. So you say, like people say, I wonder what the Lord said. And people, he got a book said these are the words. Why are you wondering when you can read it? Am I gonna get a better answer from wondering or reading? See, this is what, but when you don't know book, it's like going to the library. I'm looking for a book called Zebra over in the L section. I'm gonna find it. Why not? But if I don't know how it's categorized, and people don't understand how it's categorized, he's telling you, if you wanna know what he said back there, these are the words. Well, I'm just trying to imagine in my mind what he could have been saying. Why would you be imagining your mind when you got a book saying these are the words? Well, we've been guilty of that. He don't want you to think what he said. I want you to read what I said so you will know. So Moshe is going back over where they been. And he said, now I'm sitting down and now I'm going to expound. I'm going to elaborate on these words. And what did he say?
You have stayed long enough at this har.
See that? Now he done told him, now look at now. Now the man, you start looking at Moshe as being, now not only are we gonna look at ourselves as compass, we're gonna look at ourselves as seasons. Hello? Yeah, you know, seasons deal with time.
Right.
Why did he tell them they've been there too long? Because it was time to go. And in the 13th chapter book of Romans, he told what you supposed to know.
Time and season.
That it was how?
High time.
So what was Moshe just telling them?
Time to wake out of sleep.
He just told them that it was high time. If he said you've been here too long, what did that mean?
Gotta go.
We gotta go. And then what he told them to do?
Turn and
Walk
take
straight.
Turn.
See, otherwise you ain't gonna move. You need to turn. See, a compass will tell you that. If you trying to go to Kadeem, get what I found out. I ain't even going the right way, Dave. Folks just say, well, I've been going, let me just get up and go. Which way you going? Right. They needed direction, didn't they? Why would he say turn? Well, let's look at this. We learning this together. How about that? All that we reading it together. You see that? Yes, we learning together. So look, in second, in Beth Dabari Hayamin, Dabari Hayamin is the matter of the days that they call chronicles. Chronicles refer back to the Greek god chronos, the time. That's why they say when you're having fun, that's a Greek god. We don't use that terminology. Clocks don't fly.
That's right.
That's a lie, okay? You don't say that. Ma'am, you having fun. Time, it does not fly. That is a lie. So the name of the book is Dabari Hayamin. It means the matter of the day. So you would say, man, I wonder what was going on back there in that days. He said, I got a book that tell you what happened, what the matter, what was going on. They said, what was the matter? This was the matter in the days.
Yeah.
So all of the Sefer, these scrolls, the whole entire one is Sefer, but then the scrolls are the different books that we have that are contained inside of it. They're all named so you will know. When you use Ra Shyth in the first book they call Genesis, that means in the beginning. When you go to what they call Exodus, which is Alah Ha, it means these were the names. Then when you go to Numbers, well, I think it's Leviticus. You go to Leviticus, and he called Yakra, not Leviticus. They'll tell you, what's the priest law? That's not, it's and he called. Then you get to your next book, Numbers, they call counting. This is Bamatbar. It means in the wilderness, because he put them there for 40 years in the wilderness, in Bamatbar. The last book, and these are the words. So now when you get your first 5 books that are Torah, this is what you actually said. In the beginning, these were the names. And he called in Bamatbar, because we was in the wilderness, and these were the words. You could never learn that being a Christian. Your first 5 books actually gives you a behavior because it refers to Musha. I'm sorry, it refers to Adam. What was Adam at when he called? He was in Bamadbar. And when he called him, guess what? And these were the words. Mm-hmm. That's why it's important for you to understand. After that, you start to move into the Nabah. So you written into the meaning. A Nabah is a spokesman for Elohim. So this is why you pay attention to what they say, because these guys were spokesmen for him. Y'all got it? Then you start to get into the writings, the Kitavims. You're dealing with the writings. See, people, you don't even know the order. This is why he killed the people when they took over the land. Remember, they didn't know the order. You don't even know why you're dying. He told you that my people are destroyed and because they reject knowledge, I don't receive you either. You reject knowledge. He said, I reject you. So when you understand the order, then he can receive it. When he said, come out from among them and be ye. And we learned that from who? Hands. Tell me who. Come on. Don't tell
Abar.
me. Who?
Abar.
Come on, tell me. Come on. We learned it more from Abraham.
Abraham.
You can't recite the right answer behind it like that, clean up the wrong answer then.
Who Abraham come from?
He came from Ur. No,
yes, sir.
Abar was his. His name was Abar. Is why we said that we are Abarim. They'll put it as Eber, and they'll call it Hebrew, but Hebrew is something they more or less kind of formulated in translation. The actual word we look at is Abar, and Abar is the other side. That's why we tell them, when you say you are Abar, that's why I said come out from among them and be separated, because that means we're on the other side.
Yes, sir.
If I separate, if you put your clean clothes and your dirty, you put them on the same side, you ain't gonna believe it. They're on the other side. That's why he told when I come back, I'm gonna separate the sheep from the goat. What did he tell he gonna do? He gonna put one on the left and the other. So what that means, one is on the other side.
Right.
So they don't understand when they say Hebrew. That's what I mean. See, Hebrew, this is what it says stupid. Everyone's stupid. See, that's black people. Show me in the book. I'm just curious to say where it says black. That has nothing to do with color.
That's right.
All the people were black. That makes no sense to say it black when all the people were black.
That's right.
It makes sense to know there was something that distinctive. See, color wasn't distinctive among them. How you think Mushar could be received as a Mizraim? Because all of them were the same color and they
That's
looked
right.
alike. So the only thing that could distinct them was what? Behavior. And guess what he did? He separated from Mizraim and came down with Dabarym. He came to the other side. See, you say stuff, unless you really comprehend the subject matter, you lost. That's what YashaYahu said. If our Dabarym be here,
Hit them
it
that
hit
are
them that are lost.
Mm.
That don't really hit me because you lost.
Right.
I can't get it. I know why, because you lost. And you know why you lost? Because the Elohim of this alarm blinded your mind.
Yes, sir.
And that keeps you from believing. So that's what he looked at. Turn and take your journey. Go to the hard country of the Amorites. So that's why the Amorite, he put an Amorite. And to all their neighbors in Arabia, and in the hill country, and in the lowlands, and in Nigba, which is the south, and by the sea coast, the land of the Canaanites, and Lebanon, as far as the great river, which is the Nahar Euphrates, which Euphrates is a different word when you guys go back, but we use it for now. But all these things he was trying to let them, now what he was sending them to, these were your boundaries. Like they say, you didn't know your boundaries. So he sent them to the edge of all of their boundaries so they would know. He put things there so they would know. Those were called landmarks. He was putting things there so they would know their boundaries. Why you think he put the word out here? So you'll know your boundaries.
That's right.
He told you, now concerning the things where you wrote unto me, because you questioned me about it, it's too, which is good for a man not to do what?
Touch a woman.
That's your boundary. Because nevertheless, to avoid what?
Fornication.
Don't touch her. See, that's your boundary. Man, I keep messing up, Dave. I don't know why I keep messing up. Did you touch her? Yeah, I mean, we would touch her. Then you went past your boundary.
That's right.
See, it don't take that long. See how we learn together?
Yes, sir.
It don't take, see, it's really simplistic. We made it complicated. But why though? These are your boundaries. These are your boundaries. And I had to touch and I don't do nothing. That's because you're gay. That makes no sense. He done told you not to do something for a reason. And you're a transgressor. See, what we start trying to look at where I'm different. Like, I can go to the strip club, I believe that, and I won't put no money in there. One, I'm cheap. Second, I ain't gonna pay when I get it for free. And secondly, I ain't interested. I ain't interested. I mean, that ain't my thing though. I mean, that ain't my thing. It wasn't my thing when I went there. It just wasn't my thing. You know what I'm saying? I watched them guys slob and holler. I said, man, ain't no animal. I get that all day.
That's right.
I ain't even tell no lie. I was never impressed. It just never impressed me. It wasn't no thing to me like that. You got it? So I was a drug dealer. They throw it on you. So during the time you start looking at what people run to and what people go to, but the fact to be the kata for it is the fact he told me not to do it.
Right.
I can come back and brag. It didn't move me. I ain't do nothing. And one could be gay, and the other you a transgressor. Either one is bad. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'm just trying to help you. A lot of times we keep trying to say what we can handle. It ain't about what you can handle. It's about your obedience. And when you start seeing more than he can see, that like a lot of y'all do it him. I tell you not to do something, but I ain't do nothing. You did. You transgressed because I told you not to do it. Y'all got it. And your logic is, but like he still didn't get my karma. You still took that whooping though. And you still taking it because in your mind, your logic is you ain't transgress. You transgress when you told to do something, you don't do it. That's called you missed the mark. That's what transgression is. It's an offense because you didn't do or you gone past. That's why Balaam tried to tell him, if Balak would give me a house full, silver and gold, I cannot go because there's a boundary. And I can't do less because that's an offense. I have a love. This is where y'all mess up. But I ain't doing wrong. You doing wrong when you ain't coming up to the standard. Because he told you to press toward the mark. See, this is where y'all fail. You either not there or you trying to go past. Both of those are transgressions. That's why, man, even Clinton Eastwood told him when on there, he said a man got to know his limitation. Y'all remember Clinton told him
Yes,
that?
sir.
He said, man, got to know his limitation. And what happened with you don't know it. So that's why we're here and we're trying to learn this thing. Now what we want to look at, we want to consider something. And let's see something right quick. Let's look at Acts of the Shala King. We're going to run this the way Yahuah see fit. We ain't got nothing made up. That be all right? Yeah, we're going to take a chance of what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can shoot this from the hip and see how they work out. How about that? That means we shooting blind. We just going to see how they work out of nowhere. Because typically I usually have them to drop that screen back there and I could get a lesson plan or something. But we're going to try it now. We out here. All right? Acts chapter 2 and verse 38. How about that? Acts 2 and 38. I done told y'all a lot today, ain't I? I done messed around and told y'all all my Lord. They had another man did that one time, didn't he? She pressed upon him daily. Before you know it, he told her all his Lord. Let's see. Listen.
Cuff said to them,
What did he say to him?
repent from your dark king.
Can we see what repent means? We all heard it. Can we see the definition for repent? That'd be okay. Y'all don't mind if we learn what words mean, do you? Or what we can do, let's just go and just keep reciting. If we understand the word in its entirety, in its context, and how it's actually used, I think we get a better idea of what he's trying to get from it. If we just kind of keep reciting, this ain't that we ain't heard before, have it? We ain't heard it. This the first time I heard Acts 2:38? So since we heard it before, especially if we didn't get it right, then surely we need to go back and examine the word and its subject matter and see what was he trying to display? What were you trying to get from us? Okay? Let's see what it said. Feel or express.
Sincere
Not just, let's just feel or express. Regret.
about one's wrongdoing or sin.
That's it. That's what we want to do. We want to feel or express regret about one's wrongdoing or sin. That's what we want to do. No, it needs to be sincere. So guess what you just found out about yourself? You had regret. You had regret about some things, but it was not sincere. You see what we're learning? See, these are key things we learn. Then Peter said, repent, be baptized, everyone in the name of Jesus Christ. Miss sin and get the Holy Ghost. Did they tell you that you need to be sincere? Did they tell you need to be remorseful? Remorseful. See, these are things that people don't have no idea. A lot of stuff people do. See, that's what you look at when these preachers, they be honest. If they tell y'all the truth, they don't know. They don't know. They're not honest. They're not. I'm looking at this with y'all. Y'all got it? And watch how we'll walk the dog with all this. It don't take that long. I'm not telling y'all a lie. My boss is very good. He's so good that by tomorrow you'll be working in Alaska. So dress warm. So this is what you're trying to do. Feel or express. Can we see what regret is? Y'all don't remember Jennifer Holiday, do you? Who said they don't remember? Y'all know Jennifer Hudson. Her breakout song was Jennifer Holiday's song. Oh, that was not her song. Jennifer Holiday blew the doors off of it. Now, Jennifer Hudson did her thing with it, but you gotta understand, she had already put her foot in that thing. And there's still an argument on who did that the best. Jennifer Holiday's song now, I'm telling you, I'm not going. That's what she told you. Because I remember, what was she said, what it was about that guy? No, because he was the best thing he was the best thing she ever known. And there was no way she could go. No, that's called, I have regret. And it's sincere regret. She expressed to you why she wasn't saying, I ain't going, I'm not going, because I ain't leaving, I ain't going. She said, no, because you're the best thing that I ever known. And there is no way I could ever go. No way. No way. It was regret. It was sincere. She would point out sincere, say, this is why I'm not going, because you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. You're going to have to get that emotional type feel for Elohim. That's like me. I ain't going nowhere. She sung it, but I'm going to live it. And you don't believe it. And he gonna love me. He gotta love that, because I'm gonna stay. I ain't going nowhere. No way. Okay? So now we look at regret. Feel sad, repentant, or disappointed over something that has happened or been done, especially a loss or miss. See, now when you repented, what did you actually mean? Was you repenting because it was a missed opportunity? See, most of us don't even realize why. You know why you repented? Because they said repent. What repent? You supposed to confess. We're supposed to confess what you did wrong. You were supposed to be sincere. There was supposed to be remorse for what you've done. You see how little you actually know about what you've done? See, how many times I told y'all, the average of us are reciters. When you sat down and get in depth to what are you really trying to get? Just like Yahuah, with all of the things he put you through, he's trying to get you to get to somewhere. It's a place of destiny like them. Everywhere they went, think, I got to go sit 40 years in Bawaba. I got to come over here in Horeb. I got to go down Jordan. I got to go to the land of Moab. Then I got to come here and sit. Then he said, turn, take your journey. You've been saying, what are you trying to get? I'm trying to get to a point to trying to realize all of these struggles, all these things, these obstacles you overcome to get to where you're going, to where you don't even have to repent, because you consider the walk the whole way. You consider all the things you've gone through to get you to this point. Surely you won't mess this up. You start to look at the cost. You start to look at the value of your walk that the average you don't even consider, because you just think something owed to you. This is favor. Huh? Now listen to regret. Look, feel sad. Y'all hear this? Repentant or disappointed over what? Something that has happened or been done, especially that means you ain't getting it. It passed you. You missed that. That ain't no option no more. Man, I hate I missed. God almighty, what was I thinking? That's what he wants you to understand. You shouldn't get there. You missed it. All of us missed it. So now they put you to an end. Now he said, I'm going to give you this opportunity. Then make me be so sincere. I want to be so sincere. I want to be so honest. I want to show the repentance in my servitude toward him, because this was a missed opportunity. See, now you going to come in and put, so now when I got it, I got to have something and realize, you know you ain't supposed to have this. You know you ain't supposed to know this. You missed this. You missed it. But y'all sit here, it'll come back around again. You know, that stuff have way of coming back around. Things have way of working themselves out. You think like a fool. You think like a fool. That's what we come back to consider. None of us deserve it, and mainly me. I don't think anybody will y'all synagogue less deserving than me. Less deserving than me. That's why I serve the way I serve. That's why I try to consider. And I want to even be better, and I want to serve better. I want to heart better. I want to give better. Because I missed that opportunity when I really consider it. Because he allowed me to encounter and have a relationship with people, friendship with people that can never get it because they dead. Or they're in such a situation or place, they ain't gonna find them, they can't even have a conversation. Right. When you so far out there, I told you for years ago, I remember my mom used to tell me, as I said in drug do stuff, she'd call me and she had an evening conversation. She said, John, you wanna go stand up now in the morning when you wake up? I seen Stevie Wonder look better than that. That man eyed them things, he look like Prince Picture. when them bad boys go and bump each other and pop back out, yeah, you out there. Prince, be sincere. You missed that opportunity. So now, she would tell me. She said, do you pray? I said, what you say? She said, do you pray? I slammed that phone. Them old. I slammed that thing down. I said, don't talk to me with that janky stuff. Boom! I slammed. Because I was too far there. Ain't had a conversation. People don't realize you can be so far there. I couldn't have a conversation. The thought couldn't, because you got so much going on, and it's scary. You thinking, how you can be? That makes no sense. it make a lot of sense when you've been that person. That's why I know I can relate with all the different groups of people. If you ain't been there, you don't understand. I had jailhouse parents get locked up, see somebody the Bible, you go get and sit down and look at the Bible or something. But that's just till you get out. Cause I assure you, Satan waiting on me. He trying to get my bail money up. He said, I gotta get that nigga out of jail. Man, it's slow out here. He say, you know what I'm saying? It's dry here. I need Swift on the street. And cause you know I'm committing sin. You know what I'm saying? That's just being honest. So you start to realize you weren't honest. You've done so much to this can't be your conversation. This can't be your go. I ain't going to no church. I ain't going around no church for what? I ain't trying to do that. I'm just trying to keep my mind having fun, doing what I do, and the people I'm with. The mindset there was never, oh God. You don't even say it like something, oh God. Like, you don't even say stuff like that. You don't say Jesus. You don't say church. You don't talk to somebody died. You say, man, what God dead? Man, that's man, I hope he don't burn in hell. Or hope he made it into heaven. You don't have them conversations. You just don't. Like, you don't even go. You don't want to call it the funeral in a church. You ain't trying to go to no church. Your conversation, your lifestyle have pushed you so far away from it, I couldn't even fathom getting back. You know, where I was a little child going, and where I was done, those two people didn't exist. Those two couldn't even come into contact with each other. So when he aligns you through situations, things to get you that point, and you realize all things do work together. To put you back, to let you see it yourself, you couldn't. I couldn't have a conversation. I didn't pray. I couldn't pray. Man, I tried to pray. Listen, my head would be spinning. Anybody ever been so drunk where you had to put like 1 foot on the ground to keep it? Anybody been like that? That's why I was trying to pray. I ain't know what to say. What you say? What I'm praying about now? I'm out here. What you praying for now? So what do you pray? What do you do? I mean, I done lied too many times. I want to pray. I want to know how to pray. I don't know how. And I'm like, I don't even know how to do right. So when a person's dead set on don't know how to do right, how you get out of it? So you just there until the time appointed of the Abba. When the Abba appointed, he appointed the time, the Father, that's the Abba, fathers of the Abba, the Father appoint, that's when you come. So when you get this opportunity, I get it as, I'm extremely regretful for what I've done. Extremely, because I missed the opportunity. But he came back through his con. This is why we look at the favor now. Because it wasn't in my ability. I could say, man, you know, one day I set up, you know what I said? Never stop doing wrong. Never happened. Never happened. One day he came, you know what? Man, he just took the taste out of my mouth. I said, man, I'm done. Never happened. I struggled. I was in the grocery store. I was in the grocery store one day. That guy was in front of me. That guy smelled that weed. I said, I almost snubbed. That guy kind of looked bad. I had a bad guy. He thought I swear, I want to shove that joke up my nose. I said, why I shove you in my nose? I like, man, that thing. I was struggling. I was struggling in that store. I said, he looking around trying to see something. I said, boy, I'm saying myself, boy, I smell you. You smell so good right now. Boy, a nigga needs you. That's what I'm thinking. Boy, a nigga needs you right now. I'd have hugged him. He didn't know what I'd have hugged him, but I look, and there was more of my plight, realizing this thing really putting on you. You got to fight. I ain't said now you look at where you are, but man, that was a hard struggling fight. That was a hard struggle. So I remember my plight. Y'all got what I'm saying? And then considering, I never thought I could do it. I always kept waiting on the fall. That's how I kept waiting to go back. And really after stop, I went back and smoked before I finally came. One more time. This it. Oh, listen. This time here, everybody did that. This on me here. No, I said, you know what? I said, you know the last one more. That's it. I ain't lying that time now. This one here, it. Man, I lied so much it didn't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what? That would hurt me more because then I looked at, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I was doing good for a week or so, and I was like, and it was enough to almost make you just quit. But I couldn't quit. And I appreciate that because so many people will quit, just say, I'm not going back. It ain't working. You know what I'm saying? It ain't working. I'm going to leave. Just like when YashaYahu walked off from Yahuah. They like, man, city own house. They walked off. They say it ain't working. And just to know that he had predestined, that he had Mashiach ordained something that was not of my ability nor of my destiny. I had a whole nother destiny what he had planned. No, I had a whole nother. I'm telling you something. I had become good with my life of I was either gonna get killed or either I was gonna spend life in prison. I didn't talk about. I knew it was going. It was only going two ways. It was going two ways. I tried to get it. It wouldn't work. I tried. One time I stopped. I sold my gun to a guy. And I seen a guy had owed me some money. I asked him about it in the spirit, very spiritual. I tried to be spiritual. I had about it. I asked him, and his answer was not the reply I looked, and I jumped on that joke before I knowed it. And I went back, and the guy sold my gun till I got it back. I said, I'm back now. When I got my dough, I said, we won't have that no more. I get my money. Because they took that, he done took that church nigga and thought he gonna give me my money. I said, I went, but this ain't a lie. I went and bought my gun back. I'm back now. Isn't that right? I'm back. And I was just like Mortimer now. I'm coming to America. They get Mortimer, we're back. I went and bought my gun. I said, I'm back. I said, I can't have the car. They looking at, oh, church Bible, they ain't got to pay that nigga. I'm finna get my gun. I jumped on before I know it. I try to be nice about it, thinking, just get my money. You get it, man. I get no money. Try to get me. I died on like a bucket of water. I said, this not working. I gotta get that. I said, man, wait, I gotta get that gun back. I said, they ain't gonna respect me. I get my gun back. Folks tend to act better with you. You got some metal in your hand. You know what I'm saying? So, but then it hurt me because I looked at. I just went back. Here you go again. But he needed me to see, which I learned later, not then. You had to see it, not of yourself. This is a real cautious walk you gotta take. And I needed them falls so I could realize, don't think because you put something out your mouth that's it. You're gonna get tried.
That's right.
Don't think because you don't throw no Bible under your hand and try to go to church and think, no, your fight just started, son. Because now you gotta see how consistent you're gonna be.
That's right.
What it gonna take for you to turn and pull away? I finally got my mind made up to do it and just put it all down and just had to do like YashaYahu do. I just had to count it all off.
Yeah, that's right.
I had to count it all off. That was the only way I was gonna gain the excellency of the Mashiach. See, your problem is, and what my problem used to be, you still trying to keep all that in him. Gotta count it lost.
That's right. That's right.
Y'all got, I'm just
right.
so you can, see, you gonna have both. He told you can't serve two. So this is what he look. I told y'all before, people trying to get the Ra Shyth. The one problem you got is, it's got to be a loss. It's got to be a loss. How you get a gain if you had a loss? Some got to come and multiply with him. You got to give up something. Just like you coming out separating. Abraham became the Abba of while he was in the house of his father Terah. That made absolutely no sense. He had to leave. You had to leave. It was a loss. You had to come out separate. Y'all want something. You don't know how it works. It's got to cost you. What do you have vested? I'm trying to go up here and trying to collect their 401k from General Motors. They said, what you put in it? No, I ain't got nothing. I try to get, well, you ain't got nothing in it. But I thought maybe, I don't know how. What did you have in it? So I don't get one. Did you put something in it? Why you trying to get it right? What do you have in it? I just figured it just come and fill the room. No stupidity got to fill. And it's in your head. Don't be stupid. That'll fill the room quicker. Stupidity, because people don't know. It's a cause. Okay? So now let's go back and just look at what he asked us to do. How about that? Let's see. Listen.
Cuff said to them, repent from your Darkeem.
So we understand that? Now that's from your ways. Remember what Musa told them to do? Turn and take their journey. What he told them they been?
In the way too long.
See that? You ain't gonna be what he just told them to do. He just told them to turn. If you repent, then you turn over a new leaf. Yeah. Now he just told them they had to turn. The way they was in, they had to move from it. See, your problem is you're verbally saying things, but this is actually actionary. There needs to be action. Why y'all think that book called Action? Action. When they shoot that movie, they hit that thing, clap, action. They let them know, stop. Them folks can't sit there still. No, let's start performing. He was just telling people, perform. You ain't gonna believe what you ain't done. No action. See, you read a book, you just call it, it's because they're telling you what these characters demonstrated. Acts. These are the acts. These are the actions. If you don't understand it, people, that's why people get lost. It's just a book. Like I said, it's just a very lovely song. Y'all got it, but when you really get to understand the dynamics of how it's put together, and you understand what he's trying to get you to portray, then you understand what it is he's trying to get you to actually do. But a lot of times we have actually no idea. Y'all got it? And our goal is to understand what it is he wants us to do. Y'all got it? So he told them to repent, become remorseful, and being sincere when you do it. Y'all got it? Regretful of the opportunity missed. And this is what he told you to do. And then now you gotta turn, because now you gotta endeavor on a mahalak. This is a journey. They went, remember, what were they trying to get to when they came out of Mizraim?
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem. That means they was on a journey. What are you doing? Behind it, glued to this seat, get up and go ahead and cut the food. Do the dumbest, stupidest stuff ever. When you gonna take your journey? You've been in that way way too long. So you needed a compass. You need to know time and seasons. Y'all got it? All this is very important to you if you're gonna actually obtain the Ra Ha Dabarym. Listen.
And each one of you be immersed in the Shem of Yahuah.
You said all y'all to get it together?
Each one of you
Uh-huh.
be immersed in the Shem of Yahuah HaMashiach.
So more action they got to take. Look at him. Because those people had to go down through, you ain't going to believe what those people done. He took them through the Yam, the Red Sea. They had to go across Jordan. He was immersing them. See, everything you're doing is symbolic to what they did. Remember, they went through the Red Sea. In the 1 Corinthians, the 10th chapter, that YashaYahu, who they call Paul, told you, I will not have you ignorant. Ignorant means void of information. How all our Abba Father and all of them passed through the Yam and were under the clouds, and all passed through the Yam, and they were all immersed under Musha. That's why he put them in the water, because it's all symbolic. It's all symbolic. It's representation of something. These are actions, these are directions that he gives you. These are instructions he gives you, and these instructions are the same way it was when they had the Torah. This is the way of life. See, every other way you've been operating in, that's been the way of move. Now he's trying to get you operating the way of Kai. That's why he was giving them the word. This you'll do, he said, so that you might live. Why do you think those people did that? So that they might live. Y'all got it? And he told them they shall receive the gift. He says a gift. A gift ain't something you earn. People give you a gift out of, this is of appreciation. This is just something I do of myself. Y'all got it? And you understand that he's letting you know, this is a gift. This ain't payment for you. This is something I'm giving you as a token of. The Ra Ha Dabarym is a token of, like when he gave them circumcision. It was a token. Y'all got it? And now we're on the same feet that they're on, trying to obtain the Malkut, okay? And along the way, you're gonna have some struggles. But the more you get the understanding, which give you the ability, then you know how to allow to overtake those things that come against you versus being overtaken by. Big difference. Now, since he talked about this, and we talked about amazing last night in the 50th chapter, let's say it again right quick. The 59th chapter that Austin liked, the 59th chapter and the 12th verse of the book of YashaYahu. I hope my sick and shut in doing all right back there. I ain't forgot about y'all. Man, when all of us get on the same page together, whoo, boy, we're gonna be all right. Get everybody on the same page. 59 and 12, listen in.
For our transgressions are multiplied before you, and our kataim testify against us. For our transgressions are with us, and we know our iniquities.
See that? So now, guess what these people are being right now? Who know? What you got?
Repentant.
Yes, I will go with that. Out of what we found a definition of repentance, what would we use?
Sincere.
I would say maybe concerned, maybe even regretful.
Regretful.
What you're saying too, I think this put them in a sincerity as well, but I think they became regretful. based upon looking at the thing. Let's see why at the first verse. Listen to this.
Behold,
Behold,
the hand of Yahuah is not shortened
That-
from saving, nor his ear heavy from Shammah.
that he can't hear.
But your iniquities have made a badal between you and your all,
Tell me what happens, son.
and your kataim have hidden his pani from you,
And now
from
his face
Shammah.
won't even look at you from hearing. What happened? From doing what?
From Shammah.
From hearing you. So now guess what they're looking at? We're going to look at regretful, because we're going to look at, they're looking at a missed opportunity. Because he says, so that he will not. That means I wind up missing this. In the 58th chapter that also called amazingly, guess why they missed it? Listen
Yeah,
why. 58 and 1, same
Yes, sir.
book. YashaYahu. Listen.
Cry aloud,
Cry aloud.
do not hold back.
Don't hold back.
Comb your call like a sefer,
Like a Sephir.
and declare to my arm their transgression,
And declare to them their transgression.
and to the Beth of Yaakov their kataim.
See that? And tell them what they're saying here. Now, the purpose of crying loud is to make sure they can hear it. He wanted to make sure they can hear it. You can cry, but it needs to be loud enough so all of those people can hear it. So what could I symbolize it to? How about like a shofar? Because it was always used for assembling. It was used for when it was time for them to take their mahalot, their journey. So how about we use, won't you cry loud enough like a trumpet so they could hear it? Because they were trained and disciplined to hear the sound of the safar. So now we're starting to look at these things and start to look at what happened. Now these people had to come back and realize what's bad when he told them in the 59th chapter about his hand wasn't restricted and that his ear wasn't heavy, he could hear them, because he looked at, they need to know what happened with them. They act like their hands were restricted to where they couldn't do what he told them to do. They acted as though they couldn't hear it, Leon. I know I said it loud enough. And he wanted to make sure that when they look for him to do something, I want to show you exactly what you did.
Right.
I can't help you 1 iota bit. Or how about 1 yard, the hand. I can't help you. I can't help nothing you said like you couldn't hear me. When you start crying, talking about you sorry and you want to do it. So in the 59th chapter, you know what they realized, Rod? That was a missed opportunity. It made them become regretful. And at the same time, you start looking at, maybe I should start looking at being more sincere. These are things that we'll grade as making you more distinctive. We talk about something being distinctive. So a lot of times your struggle situation he put you through so you'll become more distinctive. Okay? How about we look at something? Let's look at the 43. Book of Ra Shyth, chapter 43. How about that? Since we're there. Ra Shyth, they call it Genesis. So we're going all the way back to where? To the beginning of the start. Ra Shyth. Let's do 43 and 1. How about that? Listen.
Now the famine was severe in the Arats.
Y'all hear what happened? The famine. It was bad. It was real bad. Can we see severe? Somebody thought we said prophet. I think somebody thought we said Paul in front of it. Paul revealed. Yeah, they thought we said Paul revealed. No, it wasn't Paul there. It's very severe. Let's look at what's severe. I want to understand this too. Y'all want to understand this?
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
Let's do this. Let's just read and let the Lord work it out. Let me ask y'all a question. I want y'all to be honest with me. Does this make sense for us to start looking up words? Don't y'all feel like you realize these people don't really know what they're doing? They don't take the time. They say, I know they say, Tom Smith don't know, he don't do it, but teach dictionary. I speak words. These words, which is a language, has a meaning. I need to know what they mean in order to know what I'm supposed to do. And you can look at how we served for so many years. We just went and people going with, You know, we're not stupid. We know we said you have the people ask you to go to the hospital, you having severe pain, okay, major. But a lot of times you don't look in the context of how it's actually defined. We have an idea because of how things are used. If we go back to the basic principle to what was the original intent of the word when they put it out? What were you trying to distinguish? Like they tell your pain from, you said severe, you said, yeah. You know the next thing they ask you? Why that? Because your meaning of severe might not be mine.
Right.
Y'all don't notice that. This is stuff you every day. So what's your rank? You said a 2. Go back to the weight room, we'll call you. They said, man, throw that joker junk in the trash. Man, we got folks in here on a 15. They're not talking about, yeah, I'm dying. What's your pain level? Like 0.1. Man, all they did is bill your insurance company. They're not calling you back. You just walk off. I tell you, the time I was at the hospital, I was sending them folks kept waiting. I was tired. I'd been up way too long. I was looking. I walked by that lady, asked me for some information, my insurance. I was like, ask me for something. I sat back there, somebody go. She like, don't leave. I just waited. I just slid down a little bit, waited. She remember I turned her head, I popped out that door. I said, man, I ain't paying enough for I'm gone. Man, about a month bill popped it up. I said, stay my behind in there. That lady like, I got you. We got your information. You getting a bill. We're gonna charge you for sitting and holding up this chair. Let's say of something
Bad.
or
Undesirable.
Very
Great. Intense.
That's so the famine was so badly, they didn't even want it. See, you didn't realize that. That's why you go to the hospital. Think about it, they said severe. Why you go to the hospital? Because you don't want to feel like that no more. So it was so bad, they didn't want it to be like that no more. When you gonna get like that? See, they use word, I try to tell them all the time, you don't know what's stubborn. You assume to know. They didn't want, see, this what you look at, I'm just when you look at talking. You said, man, I don't want to keep feeling like this. Man, I hate this. You know what I'm saying? I be just choking and stuff. It had me so sick. Is she serious? Why she ain't serious? See, if she really didn't want that, then she would stop doing the things that would cause it. So he put them in a situation where it was so bad, they didn't want it no more. Now we need to know, what did they do? Listen.
So it came about when they had finished eating the grain which they had brought from Mizraim, that their Abba said to them, go back, buy us a little food. Yahudah spoke to him, saying,
What he said?
The Ish solemnly warned us, saying,
y'all said, the man sat here and he done sworn these folks. He done told them. This is what he told them.
You shall not see my panit unless your Ak is with you.
Y'all hear that? I don't see your face no more unless you got them with you. Y'all got me? Them guys held out as long as they could. They did. See, when he told you the first verse, he was actually telling you the end. But now he gonna go back and tell you what happened. It was so severe. Remember what severe was now? They ain't want it no more. So what he did, it got to a point that once they had eaten up all the grain, I mean, I'm good. I mean, I'm a little hungry, but I ain't like dying, you know what I'm saying? And then, then tomorrow, I mean, I could use something, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I can hold out a little longer. I ain't lying, man. I'm so hungry, man, I can eat a horse. See how it changed? I don't want to be like that no more. I don't want it. See, this is what you're starting to learn. See, this is why I appreciate my boss. He gives that kind of the knowledge where you sat down, which is the da'ah, where you can really sit down and understand. You really say what you don't want, but you ain't make no changes because you still desire it. See, he's showing you right here with a natural thing. They held out. You heard what he told you? I'm good. This is what happened. The man told them, when they left out, I don't want to see your face no more unless you had that boy with you. Listen, he done swore to him, if I see you again and that boy ain't with you, something real bad gonna happen to you. You know what you know what they look like? Like a nigga. He ain't got to worry about seeing me no more. When I leave here, you'll forget what I look like. It be so long. Cause you ain't never got to worry me come back. But when that thing got so bad, it got bad. How bad? I don't want to be in that condition no more. Listen.
If you are sending our Ak with us, we shall go down to buy you food.
See that? If you send him with us, then we'll go down and buy him food. We'll go down and buy some food. Listen to that.
But if you do not send him,
if you don't send him now,
we shall not go down. For the
I ain't
Ish,
going. Why?
For the Ish said to us,
What?
You should not see my pani unless your Ak is with you.
He done already told her that. I ain't trying to disobey you, but I ain't going to the boy ain't with her, because I already know this is going to be bad. Ain't disobey. The man told us, if I see y'all face, that boy ain't with y'all. You going to wish you hadn't seen mine. That man, he the second high ruler Mizraim. But Yahuah got away. And mighty sweet. Let's see what happened.
Then YashaYahu said, Why did you treat me so badly by telling the Ish whether you still had an Ak?
Y'all about the dumbest niggas I've seen in my life. I'm translating for y'all in our terms. Boy, when I tell y'all, boy, y'all stupid. Y'all, listen, y'all dumber than stupid. What was y'all talking so much when y'all went up there for? How did y'all come up and put me in this situation? Because first of all, he already got a couple of boys already locked up there. And now this boy finna go. Y'all about the dumbest jokers I've never seen. Come on.
But they said, the Ish asked carefully about us and our relatives.
The man was sitting here and asking a word. It was like it played in the conversation. We didn't thinking nothing about what the man said. Let's see what happened.
Saying, is your Abba still alive?
He asked us a question. He said, y'all, is your dad alive? And what y'all say?
Is there an Ak to you?
Is what?
Is there an Ak to you?
Is it another, y'all got another brother? What happened?
So we answered on his pa of these Dabarym.
We answered on the word that came out of his mouth. What happened?
Could we certainly know that he would say, bring your Ak down?
We didn't know the man was going to say, bring that man down. We thought he asking us questions. Listen.
Yehuda said to his Abba, YashaYahu,
This is what he said.
Send the lad with me, and we shall come and go.
You see that? If you send him with me, then we'll go. Come on.
That we may kai and not moot.
Y'all see that? That's all they're looking at. Because we ain't trying to die. We're trying to live. Come on.
Both we and you and our little ones.
Who know why he included them? Because he didn't get back with that food, all of them were going to die too. See, in order to get him out of their hand, they had to tell him, if we don't go back to see him with him, we can't get no food. And we all going to starve and die either way it go. Yeah. This ain't a win-win. Okay, don't send the boy. We going to die from starvation. Yeah. But if you go ahead and get the boy, it's so we can live and you can live. That's right. Come on.
I shall be surety for him.
You hear that happen? He said, I'm going to stand for him. Y'all got it? Listen.
You may hold me responsible for him.
Y'all hear that? You can listen. Anything happened to him, you can blame that on me. Listen.
If I do not bring him back to you and set him before your pani.
And bring him before your face.
Then let me bear the blame before you all the yamim.
You see what happened? You ain't going to believe it. That day when we set up here and they put Yahushua up and he asked her who we wanted, you ain't going to believe who we asked for. And you know what we told him? The blood was on our hands.
Yeah.
That's why the fault's on us. See, that's why you need to know how the books work. See, what happened at that ending with Yahushua dying, he told about it in the beginning. Yehuda was going to be blamed for it. Mm-hmm. So they told you both Bunter Pilate along with the Yahudim.
That's right.
See, we were surety. Y'all didn't even know. See, that's why you don't even know what you're doing. Why you think you need a teacher? You have absolutely no idea what you've done, do you? Oh, you run around hollering, we Jews, we Yahudim. Then you know you're surety for him.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, goodness. You have no idea what's supposed to happen in a human march pot, do you? Why he's so important to you? Because if Yahuah see your face and that boy ain't with you, I'm going to kill you. Mm. We got to have them, Dave. They have no idea what they're doing. You have absolutely no idea what you're doing. And I love your self-studies. All I do is just walk down here through him with you.
Come on. That's right.
You kill a lot of time. See, that's why you don't even know how important he is to you. They told you when Yahuah come back, them also he bring back with him. Mm-hmm. What did you, and he told him he appear, them also he gonna bring back with him. That's amazing, because they were just told they come back, they were gonna have to bring Benjamin back.
That's right.
With them. Right. Not they coming, lady coming, no. He got to bring him back with you, or else I'm gonna kill you. They have no idea. The boy got to show up with her, Lee. Mm-hmm. These folks don't have no idea. That's why I told you, every person have no idea what they're doing. If I was them, I'd take the book and probably go and put up under the arm of that short coffee table you got. Because you're wasting time in it. You have no idea what you're doing. Listen.
For if we had not delayed,
Listen
surely,
here. Had we not delayed, what happened, Chris?
surely by now we could have returned twice.
Can I tell you something, Dad, and not be disrespectful? The time we don't waste having that conversation, we could already been headed back. Here, I tell you the fact, the time we done killed that conversation, we have been out down there and back. We wasted more time talking about it than we did going down there and come back. That's how they try to let them know how much time being lost. What happened?
Then their Abba, Yasharal, said to them,
This is what he told them.
if it must be so,
If it must be so,
then do this.
you ain't gonna believe it. Do what?
Take some of the best products of the arats in
Pay
your
attention
bags.
to this. Take the best, take some of the best products of what? Of the what now?
Of the arats
Of
in
the
your
right.
bags.
Like what?
And carry down to the east as a present a little balm and a little honey,
Little bomb, take a little bomb, little honey. What else?
aromatic gum and myrrh, pistacho, nuts, and almonds, pistachio, nuts, and almonds.
Hold on, where you going?
That's all right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
He tell me they gotta make that rap.
Let's keep going.
This yo.
Let's keep going.
Pistachio nuts and almonds. Yeah. With aromatic gum. Yeah. And one on where they put the myrrh over there. And some book, you got your book right down. And you looking at verse right down, verse 43 and 11. What's the name of one of the product you say?
A little honey,
A little honey,
aromatic gum,
aromatic gum, and next word, opium.
Yes, sir.
He told him to take opium. Opium is a medicine.
Medicine, that's
it's
right.
actually a real product. Why you think they give it to you at the hospital?
That's right.
I ain't gonna believe I actually do this for a living. And he tell him to take all of it. And you know what happened? That's why them white folks stay in the middle eat fight.
Stay there. That's right.
Because your father, you mess around, you took it, and you took it to Miss Raheem and told him what you had. I also got opium. They weren't supposed to take but a little bit, and the white folk done came back and took all of it. Don't worry about no stuff like that. We just keep moving. So now, the purpose of why we've gone back and we're looking at these things, we just shoot it for it to kind of get you understand on things. That's why I say you got so many different translations. Don't pay a lot of these people no attention. The main thing is to get the gist of what we're doing, okay? And what we're trying to look at now, we dealt with on Bukak Shabur, they'll call Pentecost in Acts 2 and 38. He told them to repent and be immersed. Every one of them in the Shem Yahuah Mashiach, and they were going to be for the remission of their Kata'im, and they shall receive the Ruach, show the gift, which is which is going to be the Ruach HaKadosh, okay? And you heard that day, that day how many of them actually did it. And you wonder why so many were added every day. It's just like it was with them. Every day it got more and more severe. The more severe it got, I need to go ahead and get immersed. See, until your problem becomes problematic enough that it gets so severe that you're tired of being in your situation, you ain't gonna make no move to go and get right. Go figure. If I roll in one of them colleges, I'm gonna get so much knowledge, I'm gonna come back here, I'm gonna blow your mind. These people have no idea what they're doing. See, the problem is with your problem, y'all do all that crying out. I just let you sit around. You're not impressing me with all that food you're doing because you're still sinning because your problem is not severe enough. Once it gets severe enough, you'll repent, just like them. Man, listen, somebody told you, I'm gonna kill you if I see you again. They held out longer than they could. Come on, man, I gotta go down. I gotta go. I can't hold out, I gotta get it right. And you don't realize it. Now, what has to happen now? We have to start looking at the thing, what we're looking at right now. We gotta still look at being regretful, remorseful. That's what we're trying to get to a point. We'll look at that 42nd chapter of that same book. I don't know, probably about 43, 42, probably 42, and let's see, about 3, maybe. Let's see how this go. How about that? Listen,
Then 10 Akim of Joseph went down to buy grain from Mizraim.
Mm-hmm.
But Jacob did not send Joseph Ak, Benjamin.
He didn't send Benjamin. Nope. I'll send 10 and keep one. Isn't that right? Listen.
With his Akim, for he said, lest harm happen to him.
That's why he's saying send unless something wind up happening to him. Mm-hmm.
So the Bani of Yasharal came to buy among those who were coming, for the famine was in the Arats of Canaan.
Mm-hmm.
Now Joseph was the Sar over the Arats.
Y'all see what he was the ruler. Sar is a ruler. He ruled over the land of Mizraim, that they'll call Egypt, that we have no idea where they come these names from. Mizraim is named after one of the sons. When land started being dispersed out, they would name the land after their sons. Because the son would be the inheritor. See, that's why you didn't understand when Yahushua came, why he told you he was the son of Elohim. See, had you knew what you were doing, and they so stupid, they keep fighting on, that don't make sense. He got a son. Why his son? Because the son is always the inheritor. Right. So you will understand he told you that because you knew that naturally, that we always passed the inheritance down to the
Ben.
So when he came and told you he would have been of Elohim, guess what you should have figured? Everything's going to fall to me. See, he taught you a systematic way things happen, then he sent him to you through that same format so you will understand the relationship. If I am the son of, that means that I am the heir, which means I am the one to come into possession of. All that the Father has, it's going to be mine. You sit around saying, well, I serve Yahuwah. I'm a servant of Yahuwah. I'm Yahuwah's sheep. I'm Yahuwah's son. What did I just tell you? You my sheep. You my slave. Mm-hmm. See, you ain't got no brain. You ain't know no better. Look at but you look so intelligent. That's why you need a teacher.
Yes, sir.
See, they so dumb. All these folks, it don't make sense for them to have a son. It don't make sense for you to have one either. Mm-hmm. I'd have been circumcised you twice. Because you don't even know what you're doing. It does make sense because there had to be an inheritor, okay? So telling you that he was the son, Ben of Yahuwah, that meant he is the one to come into possession of. Come on. See, as long as there is a son, then there is a continuation. If you just have a man and he is not a father, then it cuts off. But if there is a son, that means it continues. That's the importance of it. Come on.
He was the one who sold to all the arm of the Arats.
See, he sent 10 because he had 12. One was supposed to be mysteriously killed, which was Yosef, who nursed the Shah Mizraim. The other one, Benjamin, nope. He ain't going, child. Nope. Anything happen, I can't trust. Y'all just go. At least let me, if anything happen, let me keep one. Hello? That's why we learned about Yahushua. That was the only begotten. He kept him. See, at the first, he wasn't going to send him down. Why y'all think Yahushua didn't come? Why he ain't send it the first time? Because something might happen to him. Why you think he didn't send him down the first time? Because something might happen to him. He didn't give us Yahushua until he had surety. First of all, if something happens, I'm going to need to blame some of the people in this room. Y'all been watching the movie Godfather? He had more than one son. He had Tom, who's an adopted one. He had Fredo, who, I'm smart. He said, Fredo, but Michael. He looked at Michael. Listen, when they killed Sonny, they had kept going. He found out Sonny was killed. He like, I ain't got but one left. He told him, set up a meeting with the five family. Set up. He sat and talked to him. He said, I put everything in him. Everything. He said, listen, I put everything behind me that happened. And Sonny death, I forgive everybody for everything that happened. I'm done with the whole end, and I will not break the peace. But he don't know about Michael. He said something should happen to him. If he should get struck by a bolt of lightning. He said he should be shot or kill himself in a prison cell. I'm going to blame some of the people in this room. He said, that I will not forgive. He said, but besides all that, he said, listen, I will not be the one to break the peace. That's all Yahuwah tried to tell you. If something happened to this one, and Yahuwah done sat here and stuck it on us, huh? So when Benjamin go down and something happen, you know what Benjamin gonna be telling him? What Yahuwah gonna be telling him? They'll reproach them that reproach thee. That done fell on me. And you ain't gonna believe it. You got the reproach. The disgrace fell on you. And you didn't even know why. Listen what happened.
And Joseph's Akim came and bowed down to him.
And Joseph Akim came and bowed down to him.
With their panim to the Adumah.
See that with their face? So that's showing, they're showing an admiration or adoring him. They're showing adoring him. He's just done. Y'all don't know how to do that. Y'all just do what you want to do. You just go on flat face and say, tell God, walk up, tell God, put your face in your face and tell God. Nobody do what you do.
That's right.
That man, no. You submit yourself. That man, a Shaw, he a ruler.
That's right.
You put your face. You know what they did? Ain't nobody care what nobody from here. Master tell him to do nobody. I'm a slave here, master. You ask me to do something. What you want me to do? You finna get killed. Mm-hmm. You're talking to me. I'm taking most of these folks. You look down. White folks didn't play that stuff. Look, you look down.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Come on, put that check out. This bent over. Come on. I know. This bent over, man. It went way too far. Man, Jack got you talking being humble last night. Get it, boy. Get it. Pick that. Get it. And then get on and chop that wood. It way too far. That not humble. But see, these are things you had to learn. Like these people knew there was a way when they came, they always submitted them, saying, look, this is a person of authority. And the reason they knew that, because it was somebody. So if I knew to do that with every other ruler, what I do with him?
That's right.
Why you think you don't know how to go and present yourself to Yahuah?
Yep.
Because you don't know how to respect other people.
Yep.
People of authority to be respected. People knew that naturally. You respect the people in authority.
That's right.
That's how bad off we are. Listen, especially people that got the power of life and death over you. I could pray for you, you'll live. What kind of respect you ought to have? Not like these folks cuss out the police, then they get killed and want to march. I ain't marching for you. That's stupid. How am I cussing out who got a gun and ain't got one? It's the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. Oh, elf boy, then I get whooped up. Then I want to sue somebody. I thought you could do something when you ran your mouth.
That's right.
I thought you were going to handle it right here. Get it right. What you going to run no police? He want to get a lawsuit. You hurt. Listen.
When Joseph saw his Akim, he recognized them.
Mm-hmm.
But he disguised himself to them and spoke to them harshly.
You ain't going to believe it. We asked Yahushua about where he came from. We did. We want to know. He said, why is a stranger you don't know where I came from? We want to know where he had came from and stuff. Because you know what happened? He had disguised. They said we didn't know who he was.
That's right.
He had told y'all in the book of Dabarym, he said he was not ashamed to call him my king. He said he wanted to declare his Shem in the midst of our king. Y'all remember in the book of Dabarym, he told y'all that? You ain't going to believe it. This is crazy. This is what Joseph did. He declared the Shem of Pharaoh to them. Listen, it was symbolic. Come on. And you know what they're going to say? I know what you're thinking. Why would he declare to them the Shem of Pharaoh? Because they didn't know it. Just like you didn't know who Yahuah was. That's why he came to declare it. Because you thought you know, but you don't know. Listen.
And he said to them,
what is that?
Where have you come from? Mm-hmm. And they said, from the Arats of Canaan to buy food.
Mm-hmm.
But Joseph had recognized his Akim, but they did not recognize him.
See that? He ain't gonna believe. Whole time we didn't know. He knew us. Come on. He told Jeremiah that. He said, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. We didn't know who Joseph was. We just knew he was a ruler. We didn't know who he was. He said, but I knew you. I had just disguised myself. See, when Yahushua came out, you didn't even know. He disguised himself. See, there was a man one day, he wasn't standing around. He wound up sitting. Not on a bench. He was sitting on behind a tree. And when they called him and told him to come to see that dawn, he came. You know what Yahushua told him? He said, behold, a YashaYahu in whom is no guile. He said, how you know me? He said, I know you were sitting behind the fig tree. He said, he called him a done. He said, you said that because I told you who you were? He said, you're going to see greater stuff than this. Yeah. The reason he wanted to know how Yahushua knew who he was. Mm-hmm. He said, I knew you were sitting behind the fig tree. Mm-hmm. See, you sit right and get what these stupid folks around here saying. I want to do you know who I am. That's what he's saying about you. Because he disguised himself. Come on.
Joseph Zakar the Kalamut, which he had about them.
He marked and he remembered the Kalamut, the dream he had. What was it about?
And said to them, you are spies.
See that? And then what he told them.
You have come to look at the bareness of our Arats.
See that? So it was a fair man here. And y'all know what y'all done did? Y'all came here to try to see what we heard like everybody else. See, those people came out, they were trying to see what they naked. You ain't gonna believe it. When Yahushua, let me talk to you for, come on. When Yahushua, when they took him down and they took his clothes, all them people down, they were trying to see his nakedness. And that's what Yosef picked up. Y'all were trying to come and see what we naked. They told you before a while by they were looking. They had come and he looked at, y'all came to see the nakedness of the land. Listen.
Then they said
y'all
to
remember
him,
they took his clothes off. They stripped off his clothes. They parted his garments. And the people sitting that day, they were trying to see his nakedness. See, Yosef was a dreamer of dream. He knew. He said, y'all came here to see, because YashaYahu with them. They came to see the nakedness of the land. Listen.
Then they said to him,
what they say?
No, Adonai.
They said, no, we not, no. Listen.
But your Abadim have come to buy food.
That's what they came for. We came to buy food. And you know they told them who they were? We servants. We are slaves. Y'all so high lifted up, you don't even know your position. Them guys, right? You talking to a shaw. What's your position? We a shaw like you. We rude too. No. We be your Abadim. We slaves. Because we in need of what you have. Come on.
We are all Bani of one Ish.
See that? And we all the son of one man. And you know what the book told you in this book of Zechariah? Hell, we not all one father? I wonder where they got that from. Listen.
We are honest, unashamed.
And we honest, unashamed.
Your Abadim are not spies.
Why important they told you? See, I took you to the 43rd chapter. And you know their daddy was pissed off about? Them being so honest. That's how they wound up telling everything.
Right.
See, he used it against them. Listen, he was their brother. He knew how they was. All I do is ask the right questions. I get the answers out of them. And they told, they said, oh, no. We honest men. Listen what happened.
Your Abadim are not spies.
See that? We're not spies. Come on.
Yet he said to them,
what is
no,
that?
but you have come to look at the bareness of our arats.
See that? That's what they told. They all sat down and watched. When he was on the two, they said they all sat down and there they watched him. See, now you know what you found out. Everybody who was there, everybody who was there when Yahushua on the tube, they sat down and watched him. Some of those people were coming to see the nakedness of him. Some of them were honest, sincere. Ain't that amazing? We try to find out who's sincere. Listen.
But they said, your Abadim are 12 Akim.
Are 12 Akim.
The Bani of one Ish.
Hold on for a minute. 12? It's 10 of y'all. Come on. This story done got off. Go ahead.
The Bani of one Ish. In the Arats of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is with our Abba today.
See that? Look at that told him. Now look at that. What they say, he asked us. They done went here and told us, being honest. They done told him all they love, ain't it? They said, oh, no, it's 12 of us. But he looking, but it's 10. Oh, no. The youngest one is back with our daddy. Go ahead.
And one is not.
And one is not. Come on.
Joseph said to them,
what did he say?
This is that I have spoken to you.
That's
saying,
what I knew it. Y'all liars. Tell me there's 12 and there's 10 of y'all sitting here. Well, then you said one back with your daddy and the other one not. I knew I was right. Listen.
This is that I have spoken to you, saying, you are spies.
See that? Y'all spies. Come on.
By this you shall be tested. By the Kai of Pharaoh you shall not go from this Malkum unless your youngest Ak comes here.
By the what?
By this you shall be tested. By the Kai of Pharaoh.
So by the life of Pharaoh.
You shall not go from this Malkum unless your youngest Ak comes here.
Listen.
Send one of you that he may get your Ak while you remain confined.
You hear that? I'm gonna keep 9 of y'all. Send one back and go get the other one. And I'm gonna keep the others in prison. Go ahead.
That your Dabarym may be tested.
Then
Whether
your words can be tested.
Whether there is a mot in you.
Whether it be the truth in you. So he's trying to find sincerity. Go ahead.
But if not, by the Kai of Pharaoh, surely you are spies.
Look at that, man. By the life of Pharaoh. That's a high one. By the life, you know what Yahuah, they say about when Yahuah could swear by no greater, he swore by himself. He just told you that Pharaoh was greater than him. That's what he just told you. He didn't swear by his own life because it wasn't great. That's why he told you you can't swear by yours because it's somebody greater than you. So when he swore, he said by the life of Pharaoh. He didn't say by his life. So he just told you, you didn't even catch it, that my father is greater than all. That's what he just told him. Pharaoh was greater than all. So he became the ben of Pharaoh because Pharaoh allowed him to hold that position and come possession of. So he had to give reverence back to who? Back to the Abba.
That's right.
Whew, boy, we had a teacher. We wouldn't be so far behind. Go ahead.
So he put them in prison for 3 yamim.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. I can imagine nothing went for happening in 3 days. Cause are you serious? He was in prison for 3 yamim. Go figure that. So he put him in there for 3 yamim. What happened?
Now Joseph said to them on the 3rd yom, do this in Kai for Yara the Elohim.
Y'all hear that? He said, you do this in 3 days. And I'm tell you why. Because I feel Elohim. Listen.
If you are honest,
if you're honest,
let one of your akim be confined in the beth of your prison, and you can carry grain from the famine to your beth. And
go ahead.
And bring your youngest ox to me.
And bring your youngest brother back to me.
So your dabarim may be verified.
See that? So I can verify your word. That's why.
And you shall not moot. And they did so.
Let me tell you something, Chris, amazing. In the 16th chapter, you have to go and get in the 16th chapter. Y'all not listening, are you? All right, so Chris, what happened in the 16th chapter book of Yahuah, Yahushua asked them, who do men say that I am? Mm-hmm. They started, one said he was this, and one said he was that one, and one said this one. And then he wanted to know, well, who do you say I am? And then Cup told him that he would have been Elohim, or the living one, because there's other Elohim, the one that lived, that Kai, because he talked about by the life of Kai. Amazing, he said by the living one. He didn't say Elohim, he said by the living, because who life did he swear by? The living Pharaoh. Why he lived, because Pharaoh the only one he lives. See, you serve something that don't live, that don't make no sense. He swore by the living Pharaoh. And Yahuah he was verified by the living Elohim. And when he told the lady that, when he told her who he was, now you'd have been what they call Una. And he let him know what didn't reveal it to him. Flesh and blood. He said the Ruach had to reveal it. After that, he told him, he said, listen, man, I'm gonna go to Jerusalem, right? Like kind of like they went down. And I'm gonna be delivered into the hand of Kataim men. See, Joseph gave them to the hands of Kataim men, the other people that was in Mitzrayim, to lock them up. And in 3 yamim, he said, I'm gonna get up. Y'all know that? Yes, sir. That's what he said. Yes, sir. And you ain't gonna be what Cuss said. Verified. It ain't so. So guess what he had to do? He had to go and do it so his words could be verified. Mm-hmm. You didn't even know why he had to go sit in the grave 3 days, did it? How was his word gonna be verified? How am I gonna know he an honest man, Dave? These people have no idea what they're doing. I just believe it because the word said it. Verified. I heard it come out your mouth, verified. So he had to go sit in jail for, all right, if you be honest, then you go to Jerusalem. And you go sit in prison for 3 days. Hello? Yes, sir. And when you get up, bring the son back with you. Yeah. Hello? Yes, sir. How's you gonna verify a word? See, you tell me, I just believe, I believe. That's stupid on top of stupid. Man, that man tell him verify your words. Come on, folks. Listen, I'm walking through this with y'all. Y'all see the same thing, don't you? Y'all saw that already, right? I'm just repeating what y'all already knew, didn't it? Go ahead.
Then they said to one another.
Mm-hmm. What they saying to one another?
Amat, we are guilty.
You said Amat, we're what?
Guilty.
What could they possibly be doing? They guilty.
Concerning our ox.
Concerning our ox.
Because we saw the distress of his nafash when he pleaded with us.
What?
Yet we would not shama.
And we wouldn't listen?
Therefore, this distress has come upon us.
Oh my good. You tell me they are getting remorseful and they become sincere and they looking at they missed the opportunity when he cried out, we didn't listen? Boy, we had us a preacher. Mm-hmm. We missed that opportunity. We didn't get a teacher. Listen.
Reuben answered them saying,
what did he say?
Did I not tell you, saying, do not kata against the boy?
Reuben, I'm sorry. Who told him that?
Reuben.
Could I translate that for you, please? That be the firstborn.
That's right.
And I will declare in the 24th chapter book of Oriyah and 24, he said, and these are the words that I declared while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled. Reuben, the firstborn, told you. See, you're not clever enough. That's why if I was you, I wouldn't be doing that plan in my class.
Yeah.
I tell you like my teacher told me, a couple of them, if you would get this work done, I wouldn't mind you playing in my class. You too far behind.
That's right.
You don't even understand repentance. Go figure. You ain't no remorseful. You ain't no regretful. You didn't even know sincere. How much time you got, buddy? Justin, you want to ask me you want to ask me who I am? You want to ask me Clayton Bisbee? I'm Clayton Bisbee. What you want to ask me that I wrote? How many books did you write? I wrote 6 books. One was about dump trucks. What else you want to know about me, Justin? How many published? I published 4. You want to know my problem with black people, don't you? Yes, sir. He said, how much time you got, fella? Right. You know, he had Clay Bisbee. He said, what you got about black people? He said, how much time you got, fella? We got this a long conversation. It's just a lot we didn't know. And these people just been honest and told us they didn't know what they were doing. At least we would have known. Listen.
And you would not shama. Therefore, behold, also his dam is required.
See that? That's what you look at when Yahuah come back in. That's why he told you he coming back, and every eye gonna see him, and all them pierced him. Even so, they gonna wail because of him. And you know what you none said? Amen. So be it. See, somebody had to be required. See, you didn't even realize you were saying you were surety for that man. You were surety for him. You thought you got away with something. You didn't. That dumb is on your hands. It's on the hand. All that stuff. Who did jump around here? You might well be a lover man Buddha if you're not serious with this stuff.
That's right.
Because that man blood gonna be required.
That's right.
They just think it's just something you just float out your mouth and throw in a shirt and a hat. Y'all people just be all over the place. You have no idea what you're doing.
That's
Throw
right.
it in a song and just jump in. Y'all don't know what you're doing.
That's right.
But your feeling's so simple. And they be thinking, preacher, can't anybody do nothing? Preacher think everybody's stupid. Not everybody. Not everybody, just enough of you.
That's right.
Because you really don't know. Y'all just keep thinking you thought. The man just sat here and told you that we said we were going to be surety for him. Well, what happened to the lad? What happened to him when he was in our hands? We wound up letting the man get killed. You dropped the ball, sir. You don't even realize why he's so angry with us. You dropped the ball. You were supposed to take care of him. You were supposed to make sure he got back safe. And you studied him playing, being stupid. Don't pay attention. Sleep in the class, play around, mess around, don't obey nothing, slick, hard-headed, and retarded. And what do you think got to happen to you? You ain't sincere. You're not repentant for nothing you've done. And you keep praying these dumb prayers about you want to get right. You don't even know about getting right. Someone has to teach you. You don't even see most of them don't even see the purpose of having alignment. Someone to teach you, instruct you, and show you, because y'all really don't know what you think you know.
That's right.
I'm just telling you, you really don't know. How many of y'all just realize a lot of stuff you didn't know? But you've been teaching yourself. I be telling all the time, quit reading that book and just follow. Study what I teach you.
That's right.
You all over the place. And what you read and study ain't got nothing to do with you being saved.
That's right.
Because we wouldn't have had that conversation. My goal is for it to get it right. Y'all got it? We don't mess around long enough. So what you don't realize, what you don't consider, all these things happen for a reason. You think them boys would have got sincere had they not gave up their brother? Had all that had not happened to them, you think they would have got repentful?
Probably not.
What they were repenting before they ever went to get the stuff. Remember the first time before they left to go, they would repent. I just got to make sure I live right. Remember how they were talking about how they would pray every day before they leave?
No.
Going, make it, because it might be happening that they might sin. I don't know if it's something wrong might come up. I just got to be ready. I just keep my mind stayed on it. And he just keep me in perfect peace. Not till they got down and they got looking at what situation happened. And guess what they start looking at? Man, we know we've been messing up. We know we good and well we weren't right. Tell them we honest. No, good and well we weren't doing right. And now all this doesn't happen because of the other stuff we've done. So why stuff going wrong with you? Because the devil sure is busy. Lord Jesus, don't the devil be busy? Other day I had a flat tire I rode over 19 buckets of nails. Boy, the devil busy. Hey, stupid, why you didn't stop at least after 3? Man, I'm gonna tell you something. The devil tired y'all lying on him. Now, I'm just telling you, that man said, I'm going to hell. I'm not gonna go to hell for all this stuff now. I'm saying some stuff y'all shouldn't be doing. Why the devil so pissed with y'all? Folks just make up stuff. Just stop it. So how they blame, you saw they would blame the devil about that stuff? Oh, devil, oh, slew. Joseph taught they what they were doing. Old slewfoot in here again. That's what they were looking at, old slewfoot here. Whole time, that's all they looking at, old slewfoot. Folks just be, who told him, how you know he ain't bow-legged?
That's right.
He might be pigeon-toed.
That's right. That's right.
The man be flying, he'll roar, why you pigeon? Folks just come on with any old kind of stuff. Just stop it. Get honest and admit when it's you. None of them folk got up there and repented and talked about, in the day, who talking about what Satan been doing, how the devil been busy. Them folk looking at them. This stuff I've done. Quit lying. Them old sinners on the job. You the sinner on the job. The sinner calling you. You the sinner on the job. You ain't done. I got motherfuckers here on workplace and tell and don't go to sleep on the job. Tell stuff at work. And talking about sinners? Stop it. Just stop it. It's time for us to examine ourselves. That's right. And see whether or not we be in the armor now. That's right. Quit looking to put stuff on everybody else and start taking responsibility. Anybody say, I know what I've done. Then I used to ask our contact for our contact.
We know him.
We know him. And that's what them boys just told. What they said right at the time. What you think it is? This is some strange phenomenon. You heard they were talking about that? Man, over here, you know what? There's a lot of different spirits over here working. Oh, man. Sometimes one just went there. Just stop it. Stop it. Time to get ourselves right. I'll hardball y'all. Everybody that support, I'll harb y'all. All about it, seeing all my babies back there, I'll harb y'all, all my kids, every Deuce, I'll harb. Oh, Deuce, I'm gonna broke my heart. Papa on the go, I said, you see that? Well, he pulled that stuff. Always trying to break somebody's heart. He know he's my fat man. All of them, all my babies back there, all of them, everybody, I harb all of them. Ain't Smith, she got him confetti and sent him about that $5. Folks, I be telling you, everybody honest. We working with them. I appreciate y'all, everybody. My desire, through Yahuah, I'm a shout that we all get this right. We all get this right and really look at when things happen, that gives us that opportunity to really examine ourselves, really making sure where we need to be and looking at are we sincere. Key component when you seek it, the Ra Shyth, situations happen and have to arise to get you to that point of being honest. Like them, they never confessed that. They didn't confess that before they came down. Man, I forgot about that stuff. Man, that's in the past. I ain't got time to be worried. You think I got time to be worried about my past? Look how their past became their future. That's when they can, and that's what Yahuah do. He'll let it need to come back and be your future so you can deal with it. Y'all and you ain't gonna believe it. When they were talking, they didn't even know. Joseph understood what they were saying, even though he was talking to them through translators. See, Yahuah uses the Ra Shyth to walk between us and translate. See, your prayer can't go the way it go. It had to be translated over, but he understood every word. Oh yeah, you honest and you tell it, I heard what you said. Just like when Koski y'all were prolonged when he turned his face to the wall. He said, YashaYahu right back and said, get me a translator that could tell. He left said, by the time he got back to him, he said, go back and tell him I heard him. Let him know I shama what he said. He'll hear you if you got sincere, if you showed regretfulness, and if you were remorseful for what you did. That's my time. Appreciate it.